Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Aferi. Good morning, Takeshi. Good morning, Zersko. Good morning, Muzelia. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday. I don't work today, which means we can chill, we can game. I don't have to worry about a specific time frame that I have to be done by, except for I am going to a One Piece local tonight, so I do need to, like, do that. But other than that, we got nowhere to be. It's raining and miserable today in the underworld. It's the perfect stay inside and game and hang out weather in the break room. So we're gonna hide in the break room today. We're gonna play some Silk Song. We're gonna relax. I'm gonna think about the One Piece deck that I don't have finished yet, that I need to finish. Uh-oh. I hope you guys are having a good morning. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I got my fucking work is fascinating right now. Work is so interesting at the moment, chat. I went to work last night and two of my coworkers were in a department that they don't even work in. So we were understaffed in my department. Scarlett's department was understaffed. And another department that my coworkers don't even work in were working in that department because they were the only people working in that department. None of the actual people who work in that department were in that department yesterday. There was no one in that department except for people who don't fucking work in that department. And then I had to finish closing that department last night because no one was scheduled in that department because they cut all of our hours. Make it make sense. Scarlett and I, we like to rant about work when we're done, right? Like we get in the car and then we just like rant. And we were talking about work because usually like by the time we get home, we're like over it, you know, like we've chilled, we've relaxed. And Scarlett got in the car and she was quiet. She didn't say anything for like 5 minutes, okay? She was just silent. And then she told me about her night and I was like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? What happened yesterday? What is going on? It was a disaster, you guys. Yesterday was a hot fucking mess. It was crazy. I don't understand why it was such a mess. It was just, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know. Anyway, hello. I hope you guys are doing well. Gamer, it's time to go full-time. I've earned it. Go full-time what? Full-time at work? Or full-time streaming? If I could earn the money that I earn from working part-time by streaming full-time, I'd be pretty happy with that. I'd be fine with that. That would be cool with me, you know? Like, I'd be chill with that. Full-time work shed the last of my NEET inhibitions, become the wagey. Fuck no, I can't work full time. I have to take care of too much in the underworld, you guys. I can't. I can't. I just can't. I wish I could, though. I'm tired. So yesterday, yesterday after stream, after I embarrassed myself on stream, I laid down, right? And Gray Boy wouldn't even cuddle with me, this horrible creature. Wouldn't even cuddle with me. I lay down, I tried to nap, and then I got anxious about the fact that I ended stream early and then I had to work. So then I couldn't sleep even though I was tired. And when we finally got home from work last night, I fucking... I was hanging out with Scarlett and she was playing, I'm sorry, I'm tired. She was playing Mega Bonk and I was hanging out with her. And I was talking to her and like actively passing out as I was talking to her on her bed. I was just falling asleep on her fucking bed like Boo with a fool, dude. It was really embarrassing. I was so tired. And I'm so sore from work. Scarlett's streaming! This idiot! Hold on. I can't fucking stand this woman. I can't stand this woman. Hold the hell on. I can't fucking stand this woman. What is she streaming? She's just chatting. She's gonna yap with you guys. That's so funny, dude. I fucking can't stand her. She better vape breakfast. She wasn't gonna stream today. I was bugging her to stream today, and she was like, no, I'm gonna play World of Warcraft. And I was like, girl, you gotta stream. Go fucking stream, dude. Hold on. I was like, you gotta stream. You have so many things to talk about. You have to get them outside of your body. You're gonna go crazy. I'm glad that she's streaming though. I know she was not feeling well last week, and I know that streaming will help her feel better. I know she will enjoy streaming, so you guys better say hi to her. I'll give her a shout out too. My allergies are, I think because it's raining, my allergies are kind of bad today. So I apologize for that. I can't do anything about that, but go follow my Fujoshi Oshi. There she is, right there. Scarlet Princess, go follow her. She's very funny. I forgot my water. Hold on. Hold on, chat. My cat, Gray Boy's babysitting you guys. Doesn't rain normally lower the pollen count? I don't know, but it's, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I don't make the fucking rules. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just an animal care specialist. That's not a scientist. That's Third secret thing. I'll be right back. I need to grab my water. I forgot to refill my water bottle. I'll be back in a moment. Thank you for keeping my seat warm, my gay little man. All right, I'm back. Hello, Crash Out. Good morning. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Your Fujoshi Yoshi got bamboozled, so I'm gonna call her in a second here. Bing bong. All right, I got the Fujoshi Yoshi. She's gonna story time us.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Scarlet Princess. Oh, hold on. I don't know if
Good morning.
chat can you hear Scarlet.
Huh? Hold on,
Is that our tiny space Fujo? She's not.
I just said good morning. Good morning, chatters. That was very.
She's like
very unparasocial of me. Good morning, Colleen.
Oh,
good morning, therapy.
I got your head off. Oh no.
Good morning,
Hold on. I gotta
clap
fix your
feet
feet
together. Unclap your feet.
Ew.
Unclap them. Don't clap your feet at me. Good morning, Megan.
Did you launch in Space Opera browser or did you launch in a different browser?
I launched in Opera, baby.
Okay, never mind. I don't think we can share chat with Opera.
No.
That's okay. It'll be an unofficial hangout.
Invest $1,600 a month and she will. True. Don't do that.
It's true. Do it.
It can get better. I know. I will say to those of you who have DM'd me about work, thank you. It sucks, but yeah, it will. It sucks a lot right now. It sucks a lot right now, especially because good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Thersan. That's not why it sucks. It
sucks because of Jeff and a fairy.
Good morning,
Good morning, Jeff.
Oh,
I still need to talk to Jeff about doing like a theme song at some point. I forgot.
Jeff,
I didn't have money. I didn't have money because my pets just fucking were. Oh god, I flipped you the wrong way. My pets, unfortunately, every time I had money to do commissions, my pets were like, "Ooh, what if we like go to the ER for a week after eating fucking Advil, or like, what if we decide to start going sicko mode and pissing on everything, or like, what if we need to get blood work done? I don't know." Pick your flavor of vet visit. And I probably had to do it in the past like 3 months. Clapped feet ferociously. That's fascinating. I'm pinning that.
Unclap them I need you to ferociously unclap them.
No. Trash is clapping. I pinned it. That's my mess. That's the message of the day.
That's terrible. Thank you. Y'all not getting the reference? I'll link it. Don't do that.
Good morning, Saren. We're not sharing chat because Scarlet, she doesn't have the right browser up, and you don't have the right browser up, then Twitch kills you in Minecraft.
Martha, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you.
Good morning, Shadowbug.
He has socks on.
Good morning, everybody.
Socks on. It's just like the idea of clapping feet. I mean, Zoro, my boo, my Pookie, my fucking goat, he claps his feet. So
does he actually, like, canonically?
Yeah, you've seen the episode. In Drum Island. He takes his fucking shoes off and starts clapping him at Karu.
I think I erased it from my mind.
Unfortunately, that's my Pookie, so it lives in my brain rent-free as much as I hate feet clapping.
As much as I hate Fleet Cap. Fuck! I'm tired. Leave me alone. I'm just a little guy.
I clap my feet too. Alright. Well, kings and queens and non-binary fiends, I need y'all to stop clapping them in my chat. Don't clap my feet at me. It's like biting your thumb. Don't clap your feet at me.
Hey, Scarlet.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd play Silent Hill F for October if your chat bought it for you?
No. I'm gonna keep it so real with you guys. I do not know what I'm gonna be doing for October. I am so not in the mood to get sweaty and upset because I'm scared, because I just go to work and I get paid to do that for 5.5 hours.
Do you want to play?
I simply just don't want to play a spooky game and then like go into work already sweaty and like itchy, and then have to be sweaty and itchy in front of customers like a fucking zoo animal. Clappies. I'll clap my hands.
I want Tenebra Somnia to come out, dude. Every day I'm checking the store to see if it has a release date. Please, I wanted to play it this October because I played the demo. I think I played the demo last October for like Spooky Month. Mm-hmm. And I really want to play it. What I really want to do is do another like horror game collab with you, Lael and Jack. We got to get the
Our work
We gotta get
times
the-
do not fucking mesh with those people.
I
I'm gonna be so real with you. I know, we know Lael's schedule. We gotta find a fucking day where
We'd have to do it on,
I
like,
think.
we'd have to do it on, like, a Sunday night, I think. I know. Listen, I know. I
I'm about to quit my
know.
job right here, right now, live in front of all of you. I'm about to call my
No,
fucking
you can't in
supervisor.
February. One Piece heroines. You need to buy a lot of those boxes.
Pulling it over my head. I'll sell my fucking feet clapping pics on fucking OnlyFans or some shit. Surely that's gotta be more exciting than what I do at work.
Girl, you don't even want to look at your own feet, let alone sell pictures of them. Don't lie.
I don't have to
You have
look
to.
at them.
You have to compose the shot.
They'll be like, no.
Am I gonna be your foot photographer? You want me to come in there and fucking?
No. They'll be abstract. I'll just like put the camera in the general vicinity of my feet, and if it catches them, it'll be like avant-garde. I'm sure someone's got to be like a fucking a snob about foot pictures, right?
As Shadowbug just said, I don't think Zoro has a bad sense of direction. I think he just follows the smell of really good booze. You implying that Zoro would drink good booze? That's crazy.
All booze is good booze is the thing. I think that's the problem.
He's a raging alcoholic. Zoro's gonna look like shit when he's old, dude.
Huh?
It says Zoro's gonna look like shit when he's old.
Excuse me, I'll have you know there's already canonical art from Oda himself of what Zoro looks like when he's 40 and 60, and that's DILF and GILF territory.
Okay, that's just canon shit. You know what isn't canon? Sanji and Zoro fucking, but here we are. And my non-canon is that Zoro's a raging alcoholic, and he's gonna look like a fucking raging alcoholic when he's in his 60s.
Do we want to think about what Sanji's gonna look like in his 40s and 60s canonically?
They're both, realistically, both of those motherfuckers are dead. They're gonna be 6 feet under by the time they're in their 60s because they both have horrible habits.
Don't speak their death into existence. I don't trust Oda that much. I don't trust it.
I don't trust Oda that much.
I trust him to keep his goat Zoro alive. I do not trust him to keep Sanji alive.
Do you think he would do him like that?
Way too often. He's gonna die. I swear to God, if he lives to the end of One Piece, I'll actually be surprised. Sanji might actually die. Send some family out to Oda.
Smoking.
They used to at the end of like when they used to show, I think it was on the WB, I think. When they used to show One Piece on American television.
Do they not anymore?
I think it's just on Crunchyroll now. I don't think they actually show it on like WB or anything like that.
I don't know. Is that Warner Brothers?
Yeah, when I was a kid and they used to show it, I know that they used to show like they did this on like almost every like Americanized anime. Cardcaptor Sakura, anything on the WB, people could like send in fan mail and like fan art and stuff, and they showed at the end of the episodes and stuff, and it was really cool. And I was like, oh, I wanna, and then I just never did. I wanted my fan art of Pokemon to be at the end of an episode of Pokemon, but I never sent anything in. I don't know if they still do that.
They must do something like that, right? Oh my god, yesterday I got an ad on Twitch for the Pokemon like TCG.
What the heck?
Like the actual like in-person TCG. Like it was like an ad of like a guy going with his friend, just like playing at the local, and he's like nervous because he doesn't know how to play, and it's like, and then everyone's like, oh, you should play anyway, and everyone's like really nice, like they were at the One Piece local last week, but like in the ad, and then he plays, it's just like for everybody, and like. It was actually a really cute ad. It was really nice. And it had like a lot of like representation and diversity, which was really cool too. And like older and younger people. So it was pretty cool.
Glad.
Who the hell plays Pokemon? A lot of people played the Pokemon TCG. Like a lot. You're playing Heart Gold right now? Oh my god, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are so goated.
That's the best
I love Gen 2,
Pokemon
dude.
game. That's the best one.
We live, the Underworld has a really popular card store. They do a lot of tabletop gaming, but they also are a really big card game store, and there's a lot of places around here that run Pokemon tournaments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sapphire Emerald just leaves out Ruby. That's crazy. That's fucked up of you. Ruby was the one I played. Gen 3 is also my favorite. Whale Lord, my goat.
That chatter said, like, yeah, I love water, actually. Give me more.
Yeah, I don't like Groudon. Sorry, that's crazy of you. What did he ever do to you? Did he earthquake you and fucking one-shot your Blaziken, idiot? Because he did that to me. He did that to me.
Thank you,
I had... What the fuck is your problem? Yeah, I had Blaziken, and because I played Ruby, when I went to go fight Groudon and catch him, I had to spend 4 hours resetting to catch Groudon because he wouldn't stay in the ball, and he kept fucking earthquaking my Blaziken to death. Because he would just literally one-shot my Blaziken. And that was my only, like, that was, like, my best Pokemon on my team. It took me 4 hours. And I caught him. When I finally caught Groudon after 4 hours, Scarlett, would you like to know what kind of Pokeball I caught him in?
What kind?
A netball.
That's so disrespectful. That's
it was so the last ball I had. I kept going through all of my Pokeballs.
You really
I caught him in a fucking netball.
You really said, "Fuck you, Groudon. You're a bug." And you caught him
he is a fucking bug. Have you seen his face? He looks like a bug.
Yeah, he's ugly. That's why someone in your chat doesn't like him.
Go out and get more Ultra Balls. I literally went through a full 99 stack of Ultra Balls trying to catch this. Why do you think I was fighting him for 4 fucking hours and having to restart my game over and over again? You can play old Pokemon on Steam Decks? Wait, really?
You can play a lot on a Steam Deck that you're technically not supposed to be playing on a Steam Deck. As long as you put something in your Steam library. You know how you can manually put shit in your Steam library?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's right. Oh my god, you're so smart.
Yes. Thank you. I have my moments.
You can emulate with the Steam Deck pretty easily. Oh, dude, I could not have Steam Deck because I would bring that shit to work and I'd get fired.
When would we have time?
That's the problem. That's why I'd get fired. I'd be like, oh, what if I just play my Steam Deck and then all of a sudden I'm like 45 minutes past my break and they go, you have to fucking leave.
That's crazy. To fucking leave. Oh, just tell them that they needed you in my department and you've been in the back rooms for the 45 minutes.
The department manager last night, for the department that you and I have been talking to that we want to go to, he saw me last night and he was like, Callie, you should be back here, not up there. Doing like, cause I was doing, you know, I was putting some like stuff away and he's like, you should be back here helping us and not doing that. Like you said it with like a stank and it was really funny. Like he was like being like friendly. It was really funny. He's so nice.
I unironically need him to do that to me. I need him to unironically come to my department and say that to me so I could feel something at my job that's not actual fucking pain and suffering.
I know. I want you to go back to that department so badly because I think you would really like it. Everyone's super nice and like it's a lot of... They're kind of quirky. They're quirky, but like they're also quite introverted. That team is quite introverted, which I really enjoy because it means that like I can just be like, hey, what do you want me to do? And they go, do X thing. And then like, that's the only interacting we have to do. And like, but it's like nice and pleasant. You say like 3 words to each other, but it's like, you have like that unspoken understanding. And it's just, it's very like, it's very peaceful.
Imagine having a peaceful job. I need to get out of my department.
It is hard on your body though, but I mean, you know that,
bro.
You've worked at FedEx.
For sure. Like I knew he wasn't gonna be there for long. Now he's really happy about his job. I know that's what's keeping me going. Is like the good thing about our job.
I know where
our job has a lot of different departments, and I feel like there's probably a department for every person who could work there. The unfortunate part is when
me over here watching Anime Girls on the internet. Yeah,
corporate decides to look at me, for example, when I got called in and they were like, you're gonna be doing actual warehouse work, and I went, awesome, I'm so good at that. I'm actually so good at that. And then I walk into the interview and they go, actually, we're going to put you in a department you have 0 experience in, but you're going to do awesome. I'm vibe checking you right now and you're going to do so good. And if that vibe check was me crying in the designated cry space once a week, then they had a good vibe check from me. Yeah. Yep. Yes, that was correct. Because I think every week I've spent at least a couple minutes in the designated cry corner.
No, you guys, pay Scarlett $1,600 a month and she can quit her job today. If you can reliably promise $1,600 a month to Scarlet Princessa, she will quit her job right now and she will never have to leave you again.
Don't do that.
That's all you need. That's for the low price of $1,600 USD after taxes. She can be yours all month, every month.
Don't do that.
Can I also be paid? Yeah. Do you want to come work with me, Kohi? Oh my god, I got to work with a girl last. Oh my god. So I was one of the people I was working last night. She and I were working together. She's super nice. She's really chill, and she's like, you smell so nice. And I was like, she's like my age. And she's really pretty. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, I was like shower before I come to work. And like, I like to put perfume on because like, I don't want to be like stinking up other people's spaces. Cause I have to work in like close proximity of people. And, she was like, yeah, you smell like sweet. And I was like, oh yeah, it's my perfume. Thank you. But inside I was like, oh my god, she fucking muted on us so she could thank her chat and Dona wall us. That's fucked up.
That's because you were in the middle of saying something. I don't want to interrupt you.
Thanks for the 1,000 biddies to Scarlet Princessa, and thank you for the 4 months cookies to Scarlet Princessa. Wow, yippee!
Unbelievable. The worst part about my job is that Kelly gets to go in and look like a human person, and I don't.
It's so funny because you look way cuter outside of work than at work, unfortunately. And I look way cuter at work than outside of work. It is the opposite because I look like a fucking slug at work, and then I have to like put my human skin on, and you peel your human skin off. You peel it off, like not to reveal the like
because I'm not a human
the bad
person
human
to the people
skin
I work with at my job. I'm not a human person. I am a zoo animal. I am a
you put the clown suit on to go to work.
I'm a fucking clown at my job, and not in the fun VTuber kind of way, because I enjoy being a clown. I like being your little court jester, okay?
The other night,
my job, I might as well put on the actual fucking makeup and walk into work and just stand there and go, hi. Oh, you want to berate me? Chad, you want to know what happened last week? Last week, I got threatened over the phone.
Over the most inane shit. That was crazy.
Me over the phone. And I sat there and I went, okay, you know what? I invite you to come.
I'm telling you guys, Scarlett works in the worst department. She works hands down. It is not even a contest. She works in the worst department.
It's awful. It's actually so bad. I answer the phone. I go, hello, thank you for calling department. How can I help you? And they were like, yes. I ordered something 30 minutes ago and you said it was going to be ready at 6 p.m. Granted, I was not in when this order was taken. I was not in my department at the time. I had just fucking come in, okay? And they were like, where's my thing? And I went, well, let me go fucking check. I didn't say fuck it. I was like, well, let me go check. And they were like, well,
let me go fucking check.
My husband is there to pick up thing. And he said you guys were going to take another 40 minutes to get thing. And I went, well, let me go check and see where it's at. So I put her on hold. I fucking slam the phone down. I go and I walk up to the front of my department because I'm in the back rooms. And I look and I see it, and there's so many more things in front of her thing. And I'm like, yep, that's going to take another hour at least. 40 minutes was generous as hell. I go back, pick up the phone, I push the thing, and I go, hello? yeah, it's going to be another 40 minutes. We're really backed up today. And she was like, well, my husband is really big and really tall. So you should really think about getting that situated with him really soon. And I
If you
went,
could just
you
suss it
got it,
out
man.
with him.
I
Hi,
fucking hung
Pickle.
up. Yeah, she was like, you should really suss it out with him. It's in your best interest. And I went, okay, ma'am. And I hung up. You think I got time for that? If your thing that you ordered is going to be 40 more minutes late than you originally thought, you think me being on the phone is going to get that thing?
Sounds like a pussy.
Fuck yourself.
I
had to hang up because if I didn't, I was going to be like, I invite your husband to come back here. And I'll talk to him myself. And I'll send him home with a black eye and no thing. The only thing I'm going to send him home with is a black eye and not the item you ordered. Go fuck yourself.
Last week, I pulled in my manager. She's my manager. I pulled her in to have like a meeting before work. So I was like, listen, I need to sit down and talk to you. It's not about me, and it's not even about our department, but I need to talk to somebody because Scarlett's department has no one because her manager is never here and her supervisor is never here. So I'm going to talk to you. I'm escalating this because we have an open door policy at work. You can talk to anybody. And
time.
I made time. I just didn't clock in. I clocked in. I clocked in 20 minutes late.
Well, that's crazy.
Because I didn't.
You should have been paid to fucking talk to that person.
That's fine. No, I got paid. I like wrote an exception log thing, so I still got paid my normal shift. But I was like, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you, manager. I sat down and had a 30-minute conversation with her, and at the end of that, and told her because Scarlett's department is getting bullied by other department supervisors.
Yeah, that's also really cool. That's also a really cool thing that's happening.
And some of the other department staff. And I went, listen, this is not acceptable. And my friend I told my manager straight up, I was like, you guys need to fix this because if you don't, like, this is not just, and I told my manager straight up, I was like, listen, I'm biased. My friend works there. I love her and I care about her a lot. And I don't want her to be as miserable at work as she is. I have to see it all the time. I know exactly what's going on in that department because I live with her, right? And my manager, you guys have to understand, my manager is a millennial like we are. She's like the same age as me and Scarlett. She's got that dog and she's got the millennial dog in her, okay? You can tell just by talking to her. She's incredibly nice. Probably the nicest person in that warehouse. And I said, like, this needs to change. Like, this isn't acceptable. Like, my friend is going to quit. She's going to quit because of how she's treated if this doesn't improve. And I reported one of my own supervisors. I reported one of my own supervisors for the way that she was treating food court because she came into the office while I was doing some training.
My department.
Huh?
You said where I work.
Did I? No, I didn't.
Yeah, you said my department.
Did I?
Yeah, you said food court.
I'm sorry. I deleted a message that said where we actually work earlier from your chat.
It's okay. Anyway, I work in food service chat.
I'm so sorry. She works in food service and I don't. You guys can probably figure out where we work. I don't care if you guys know where we work because good fucking luck. But I try to keep it on the down low because Scarlett does care and we live together. So, and we work at the same place. So I tried not to like, talk about it. Anyway, so I was like, if my...
So go ahead.
You said kitchen one day. You doxed yourself, girl.
I also said cry corner was the freezer one day accidentally.
Did you just say that like 10 minutes ago too?
No, I said the cry corner. I didn't call. This was weeks ago. I said freezer accidentally. I went,
it was pretty obvious to those of us who have been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I told on my supervisor because she was bullying Scarlett's department. A lot of people bully that department because for some reason everyone's got a fucking stick up their ass about that department, and yet when push comes to shove, they go, but like why have to go work in there? Why I don't want to go work in there? Yeah, because you're a dick. Fuck you. Where could it possibly be? I don't know.
Yeah.
Underworld Space Co.
Bosco.
Cuckco. Cuckco, that's how I feel. I feel cucked constantly at my job.
Disco. We work at the disco chap. Club. Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why I'm beat up is because I'm pushing around giant metal carts for like hours a day. That's why I have the shit beat out of me. I have more bruises because I had to do that again last night. And you want to know why? I had to close carts last night. And would you like to know why I had to close carts, chat? I had to close carts because they scheduled nobody from cart crew to close cart. There was nobody scheduled on carts yesterday night because they cut hours. There was literally 0 people scheduled in the carts department because they scheduled nobody in carts. So I did carts with my coworker who has the stomach flu. He has a stomach flu.
Imagine pushing carts when you got sad girl tummy, dude.
He had to keep going. He's like, I'm gonna have to like go poop my brains out, just so you know. He's like, I can't. He literally came up to me. It was the coworker who started with at the same time as you. He was like, he's like, I can't stop shitting. I was like, girl, I was like, please take it easy. Please take it. I was like, please do not push too much. I was like, please take your time.
Don't push too much. Actually, don't push too much.
So I was helping him last night, but yeah, the other day, last week, I reported my own supervisor because she was bullying food court, and I was like, she went in there and acted like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, didn't ask them if they needed help, and for a rare moment, they actually didn't need help. She came in there, started telling them what to do, and I was like, she treated them like they had no idea what to do, and then she came to the office while I was doing some training because I had to do some module training. She came in and she was talking to another person who works in the tires department, the manager of the tires department, and talking about how food court has absolutely no organizational skills and like just lambasting them in the office with me sitting 6 feet away. So I fucking reported her the next day because I'm not gonna put up with that shit. I'm not gonna put up with that shit, you guys. I have worked 3 pages worth of jobs on my resume on paper, okay? I've been in a lot of retail positions. Scarlett has not. I also don't give a shit if I have to be the problem person.
To keep away from retail for so long. And to be fair, I'm still very far away from retail. I'm in food service now, which is another thing I very carefully
awful.
tried to not be
It's worse.
So
listen, I used to work at Starbucks. I know exactly what you're going through, except you also have to deal with greasy food, which I didn't really have to deal with at the time of Starbucks. And Starbucks has gotten worse since I worked there. It was still kind of like a coffee shop, I would say. Now it's like a fucking, it's a spectacle. Starbucks is a spectacle is what I would describe it as nowadays.
Say Costco is good. I'm not going to sit here and say that getting paid $20 an hour to do what's some of the easiest goddamn shit in my life is bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Without the fucking customers, my job is so fucking easy. This is the easiest job I've ever had. And getting paid $20 an hour for that, pretty fucking good. However,
it was so funny.
Corporate
sucks, dude. They are a bunch of fucking clowns.
Corporate
it's insane.
is coming in going, ooh, you hired too many people, so you're gonna have to cut those hours, and then coming back to us the same day and going, why does your report not look good? What's the matter with the report? Why number not go up? Like, I don't know if you don't know how to do basic math, my guy, but when you do less things, you do less numbers. Number do not go up if you do less thing. I don't know what you want.
You know what also makes your members really unhappy is when you cut everybody's hours on front end, which is where I work in front end. Okay, we're just cats out of the bag. I work front end. I'm a front end assistant.
We work at Bosco, and I work at the food court, and she works front end assistant.
Yeah, I'm a front end assistant, which means that technically my job, on paper, my job is to do the door. So if you've ever been to Costco, like you have, there will be staff members at the door. This is to keep tabs on who's coming in, to keep numbers on how many people are in the warehouse, and also to, if you're on the exit door, you check the door and you make sure that people have everything they're supposed to have on their receipt, and also that people haven't like snuck shit into their cart that they're not supposed to have. Make sure that like cashiers haven't like double scanned things, because the the cash registers at Costco are extremely hectic and extremely high paced. It's really, I have tennis elbow already from assisting, and I'm not even assisting on every one of my shifts, but I have tennis elbow from that. That's why I have tennis elbow. And my job is also like to like kind of like help around the floor, do go backs. So go backs are like when you have to run cold products or like a temperature sensitive product back to a different department, because it's a huge warehouse, right? So we don't want that stuff sitting out. And I also need to like put stuff away at the end of the night and make sure that shit is blocked down, which is like facing products, like consolidating products, etc. That is my job on paper. In reality, I do carts, I do front end assisting, I do the door, I clean the food court, I go to night merch and I help night merch, I block down, I run product for people. I literally have had to sprint through the store because members decide to roll in at 30 minutes after we've closed and be like, oh, I want these shorts, but they rang up as $9.97, so I don't want that. What do you mean, bitch, they're $10. What do you mean you're gonna make me sprint across the fucking warehouse for $10 shorts just to take a photo of the sign with my phone to go, yes, ma'am, they are in fact $9.97, and for you to go, oh, I don't want them then, and then I have to bring that shit back?
Someone in my chat, I believe it was Sarah,
was
a while ago, and I couldn't say anything about it because we were keeping it under wraps where we work, but they said, Costco is a nightmare and it should be a PvP zone. And
yes,
God damn
Costco
it,
should be a PvP zone.
I told that to Callie off stream, and we were both like, yeah, yeah.
Costco should be a PvP zone. Costco makes me want.
It should be PvP, like member versus member, but also employee versus member. Like, you have no idea. Yesterday I almost got up on the fucking counter and started barking at people. I wanted them to leave me alone so bad.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I forgot to talk about my meeting. So when I had a meeting with my front end manager, because she's the only fucking person that seems to care about food court, I told her, I was like, if you had high, because she was like, she was originally supposed to have 4 people come in as front end assistants when I started, and 2 of them went to food court. I don't know which of your staff it was. I don't know which of the people who started it was that went to food court instead.
I can tell you who it was. It was probably the other 2 people who were not me in my
Kohi, you're fine. I didn't bring it up because I didn't bring it up because there is a 3rd person that we know who has never mentioned where they work, so I didn't want to bring it up just in case. I mean, like, yeah. It's kind of obvious where we work, like, even without saying it. You're fine. Yeah. Don't feel bad.
Also,
you're fine.
I've said kitchen and freezer many times accidentally, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
This woman has said her own and my own real government name on stream.
Okay, I almost said your full government name. I've said my full government
name. Girl, you said it. You said enough, and that's what. True. It's fine. You don't feel bad, Kohi. It's fine.
Stupid. You're good. Don't worry.
Is the 3rd person I'm talking about, are they okay with us, like, with people knowing where they work, Kohi? Do you know? Are they okay with it? I don't know if I just didn't know if they were like chill with that or not. I don't know. I do what I want. You know what?
We'll keep it under wraps for now.
So I was in that meeting with my manager last week, and I told her straight to her, when she told me, she was like, yeah, I wanted more people in front end, but then they moved a bunch of people to food court instead. And I was like, and I went, manager, if you had put me into food court and I had to deal with the things that my roommate Scarlett has to deal with, I am telling you right now, I looked her dead in the eyes, I went, I would have been on the counter on all 4s barking at customers, and I would have bit someone's throat out. I said that straight to my manager's face, and she was like, I totally get it.
I've learned something about myself, and I actually do not. I have horrible customer
a Costco robot.
I have actual bad customer interfacing. I've never realized that because most of my customer interfacing jobs have always been over the phone, which is very easy to be like, okay, I'll put you on hold, please. And then I'll put them on hold, and then I'll like walk away from my fucking desk and like punch the air and be like, just, like get it out of my system and scream into my pillow, and then, you know, come back and be like, okay, so about your problem, right? Like you have that space where you don't have to interact with them on your terms because it's on the phone. But when you're there, in person, and they're breathing down your throat going, "Where's my $1.76 hot dog, ma'am?" When I've got 400 tickets of other food products on the counter and just one me doing all of it, I actually want to bark at you. I actually, like, something in my caveman brain activates, and it's not healthy. It's not good because I can't act on it. So then the next best thing my body does is cry. I felt so bad. This was, I think, 2 weeks ago. We were really busy and we were insanely understaffed.
I gotta
And
piss. I'll
some
be
guy
right back.
came up and started screaming at me about his smoothie, and I was so fucking mad about it because I was like, "I'm sorry, but we're really busy." He's like, "Yeah, but it's just one smoothie," and he was taking up like the whole counter area with his cart, and I was like, "You know what, sir? I'm gonna get you your smoothie right away, okay?" And then I turned around and I aggressively made the smoothie and I put it on the counter and I screamed his fucking number, and I kept doing my work, and I was like, "You're not gonna cry, Scarlett. You're not gonna cry in front of these people." So I kept doing my work, and the one thing that set me off was this guy. He was so nice, and I feel so bad, and I think about it to this day because I'm like, "Oh my god, I really hope he didn't think that like his question like set me off." Because it did, but like not it wasn't his fault because I was already like on the verge of tears. And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you, but did you guys have any more onions?" And I was like, "Yes, we do. 1 second." And I went and I got more onions and I put them on the counter, and I put them on the counter very aggressively. And then I walked away into the back rooms and I opened up the freezer and I closed it and I cried in there for a little bit. My coworker was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I just couldn't say anything. I couldn't say a thing. I walked past them. I opened the freezer. I walked in. I closed it. And I cried very loudly. I couldn't. I couldn't fucking deal with it, dude. It was so bad. I don't have good customer interface. I don't know what else to do. I don't know if it's the caveman brain or the Puerto Rican in me or some horrible mixture of something else, but I was like, I I can't act the way I would normally outside of a professional setting. If someone like got on my ass about like you're standing in my way or something like that shit, I would turn around and be like, "Then go around. What's your problem? Why do I like fix it? Fix it yourself." And it's just like,
Coleman, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raid to being here. My name is Kelly. I'm your local underworld receptionist, and also Scarlett is here, and we're ranting about our job.
And thank
you so much for the raid.
Working in my body. I've never worked a job I've hated so much in my whole life.
Thanks. I was pissing, sorry, but thank you for the
That's
raid,
fine.
Coleman. I hope you had a good stream.
Big Show, thank you for the 18 months. Big Show, good morning.
Yuck, stinky. I had a feeling you'd be talking about work, probably because work was cringe. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the worst part of work last night. I had to literally strip down naked last night when I got home. I went to the basement and I went, "Scarlett, I need you to go upstairs and grab me my like PJs, grab me my sweatpants and grab me a t-shirt. They should be on my bed. I have to go. I need to take my clothes off. I'm going to be in the basement. Please bring me down my clothes." Because... So I went to work. I'm working like 5:30 to 10:30 all week, and so I'm starting 30 minutes after Scarlett. So my break was a little bit later. I go on break at like 8 o'clock. I come back at like 8:15, and they go, "Okay, Callie, we need you to go do carts." And I go, "Okay." Not using a shared chat. Scarlett doesn't have the right browser open, so we can't. I opened the share.
I didn't even know we were doing this, so.
I didn't know that. It's fine. Sometimes you just gotta rant, okay? You just gotta. I asked her. I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Would you like to come in and tell chat about your night last night? Because I don't do the story justice."
Still haven't.
No, we'll get there. We'll get there. We gotta catch it. Listen, the cat's out of the bag. We can talk about things unbidden now.
We can talk about how much we hate Costco people who show up at Costco.
It's crazy because when members come through the cash registers, for the most part, I had my first bad customer interaction. I don't know if I told you that the other day on Saturday. For the most part, members are super chill at the cash register, and then
we do not have to call them members. Call them what they are.
They know I need to get, because if I don't get into the habit, I will call them something I'm not supposed to call them at work, and then I'll get in trouble.
Bitch, me too. I'm already there.
They're really nice when they come through the cash registers, and then they get to the food court, and it's like a parasite inside of them takes control, and they turn evil.
They see food service workers and they go, "Oh, these people are beneath me. They don't deserve respect."
Oh, Lael told me when he first started working there, he was in Delhi for a year, and he told me he couldn't eat chicken for like a fucking year after because of Delhi.
That's unironically me and like hot dogs and pizza. The smell, the thought of the smell,
the pizza. I've been so put off by the pizza, dude.
Makes me want to fucking hurl. I'm not even kidding. Even the phantom smell of the food court makes me just not hungry. It's so bad.
Yeah, he told me he couldn't eat chicken for like a fucking year or some shit. And fuck, what was it? Oh yeah, so last night, I go on break, I come back and my supervisor goes, "Okay, Callie, I need you to go do carts," because, you know, nobody was scheduled on carts. They scheduled no cart crew. There was no cart crew at work on carts to close. And for reference, Costco closes at like 8:30 on weekdays, but we, the staff, have to be there until at least 10 p.m. because we have to close, and there's like a bunch of shit we have to do, right? And part of that is getting carts. So all the carts have to come in. I go out. I want whoever did this, for real
cursive raw upon them, and not even in a meme. I hope they have a horrible rest of their life. The whole rest of their life.
I hope somebody does to you what you did to us and every person at Costco. Somebody decided they were going to go to Costco right after hitting a skunk.
It smelled so fucking bad in the Costco.
Somebody hit a fucking skunk and then went, "You know what? Let's go to Costco now. Now that we've just hit a fucking skunk with our car, let's go to Costco." Let's go to fucking Costco. And then not only let's go to Costco, drive by the front door entrance and then park in the very front of the Costco.
This is my Joker arc. Working at this place is gonna be my Joker arc.
Right as I had to go outside to do carts. And I'm telling you, when I say that this week is the first week that our house has not smelled of skunk because of Riley getting skunked, 2.5 weeks ago, we just got the space underworld just stopped smelling like skunk, you guys. It just stopped smelling like skunk. Literally this week was the first week where I was like, wow, it doesn't smell like skunk right now. That's so nice. Last night, somebody rolls into the fucking Costco parking lot after hitting a goddamn skunk. I go outside because I've just been put on carts. This person has literally just come into the fucking parking lot. I kid you not. I go outside and I start going in front of members and all of my coworkers. I'm in my 3rd week at this job, okay? People barely know me. I go outside and all the members and all of my coworkers and all of my bosses just see me going while I'm walking across the fucking parking lot, actively gagging and retching because the smell has triggered me. It has brought me back. I am in the sunroom with Riley. Riley is permeating in a way that you can taste.
Meanwhile, I'm in the food court and I get one whiff.
Thank you for the follow, Buffy the VTuber Slayer. Don't slay me, please. I'm slaying myself.
And I was like,
whatever everybody smelled inside, I was swimming in it. Whatever you guys smelled, I was fucking swimming in it. I got home and I smelled my shirt and I was like, Scarlett, I need you to go upstairs. I need you to go upstairs and get me a change of clothes. I have to go to the basement. I was like, I have to take these clothes off right now because I can smell skunk on myself. I can fucking taste it. I can taste skunk.
It's so bad.
I'm talking about me gagging because somebody came to work after hitting a fucking skunk last night, and then everybody can smell skunk. I was watching members come into Costco actively going and like making like horrible like twisted faces and like covering their mouths and their noses trying to walk into the fucking Costco. It was so bad. It was so fucking bad. So whoever came to my fucking job job last night after hitting a skunk, fuck you sincerely with all of my heart. Please go fuck yourself. That was, you should have fucking turned around and gone home. Whatever the fuck you needed at Costco at 8:21 p.m. you did not fucking need. You didn't need it.
It was so fucking funny.
I was pissed.
I was like, there's no way. The audacity of some people who shop at like, this goes for anyone who shops at any place you have to pay to go to, right? Like Costco or BJ's, either one, or any other where. I don't know if those are the only two, I think, but like, and like Kirkland's, I think is the same thing as Costco, and Sam's Club, I think is the same thing as BJ's or whatever. But like, full offense. You don't have to come in there and act like we owe you the world, okay? Just because you decided you want to pay $100.
That's how corporate treats them is the problem.
No, if you feel like you have to pay to shop someplace, I am not going to treat you better than someone who shops at a fucking like Publix, okay? You're in a grocery store, not the fucking Palace of Dubai, okay?
I almost said Sobeys, and I realized nobody's gonna know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is.
It's a grocery store in Canada, a superstore, Sobeys, fucking I don't know,
a Walmart,
Whole Foods.
Right? I'm gonna treat you the same as I would treat someone if I worked at Walmart, okay? And you're not gonna like that, but that's not my problem, okay? Come at me with energy that you want to be treated with. Because if you're going to come at me and be like, my husband is big and tall, so you need to suss out the whole pizza thing with him if you know what's good for you.
The audacity that people have coming into the fucking Costco to order a $9.95 18-inch pizza to then act like that. Bitch, you're not paying me $20 fucking an hour. Shut the hell up. I'll kill you. Okay, you know the manager that you really like who helped you guys like last night with closing?
Yes.
Or the other night who I called the wrong name? Last night, I had a fucking gamer moment, dude. I let the mask slip for a second by accident because I was like gagging and retching, and like I told her what had happened with Riley because she was like, I can't smell anything. She also couldn't smell it. Which was, I was like, wow.
There's an
and then
as
I was walking outside, I went without thinking, I gotta shut up. I need to stop talking to people because I went, Amber, I'm gonna kill myself as I was gagging. I was like, oh, I can't say that.
That's the one thing I need to train myself out of doing is like, because every waking moment in my job is me going, I'm gonna kill myself in front of these people.
I went, oh no, Callie, you can't say that to normies. You can't.
Yeah.
They won't understand. Crazy. I'm gonna krill. I'm just gonna start saying that, and then people are gonna think I'm even weirder than they already think I am.
I'm gonna
Dude,
krill.
It's whatever. All the cute cashiers that I work with think I'm really nice, so I'm doing something right somewhere at least. I'm just girl failing everywhere else. God.
Yesterday, when we were getting ready for work, so on Sunday, I went out and I was like an actual person. I went out and I hung out with one of my coworkers outside of work because he's really nice.
To chronicle my life for the past year.
Huh?
Mustache just said, I need to chronicle your life for the past year because I'm so unlucky.
So I went out on Sunday and I hung out with people. And I had a great time, and I got to like actually put on like a human person skin, like a real human person skin, like a skin where I could like wear whatever the fuck I wanted and do my hair.
You look
nice
so
and put
cute.
my piercings in and everything like that because I can't wear my piercings at work because it's a fucking food whatever. And Callie was like, "Wow, you look so nice," and I was like, "Thank you." I feel nice. I actually feel really good right now. And I left the house and I felt awesome.
You looked amazing.
I felt so great. Yesterday, we're getting ready for work, and we're in the bathroom, like, moisturizing and shit. And Callie looked at me. She's like, the Scarlett of yesterday and the Scarlett I see right now are two totally different people. And I'm like,
okay, I would like to say, I also preface this with like, I was like, please don't take this in the wrong way. I really don't mean this in the wrong way. And then I said that, I was like, it's like two different people.
Yeah, I know because
Because I was
I
like,
have
you
to go
looked
to
so
work,
cute yesterday, and I was like, you still look cute today. You just don't have
but
like
it's
you
yeah.
don't look like yourself.
Listen, I can't wear like nice shirts to work because I'm gonna get mustard and pizza sauce all over it. I have to wear jeans, and then I go in, I put on an apron, I put on a hairnet, and I put on my stupid little hat that looks like a fucking MAGA hat, and then I have to look at customers with no piercings in my face and go, "Hi, what can I help you with a smile on my face. I'm not gonna look nice for these people. They don't see me as a person. I'm not gonna look nice. I'm not gonna put on. I have some coworkers who do the whole fucking full face makeup, and I'm like, you are built fundamentally stronger than me. You look nice in front of these people. I want to look actively worse for them. I want
See,
them
I
to
feel
look at
like
me and go, I don't need a pizza today, actually.
I have to
I
put like
want them to leave me alone.
I feel like I have to put makeup on when I go to work because I've gotten my routine down perfectly. I shower, I get out, I moisturize, I tone my face, I moisturize my face, and then I moisturize again with like a BB cream, so it's like a lightly tinted moisturizer, which is just, and I put a little bit of concealer on and I put mascara on. That's it. It's like a 5-minute routine because it's just enough to hide the fact that I look mad fucking tired, dude. I look unhealthy because the circles under my eyes are kind of crazy. So like, if I don't at least do that, I look like people are gonna think I'm like sick, I think. So that's it. But it's enough to make me pass and look like quite nice and presentable.
I
And then
don't
I like do my
shit.
hair a little bit. And
I
meanwhile,
put,
Scarlett, like, she's like peeling off her human skin and putting on her clown skin. And I'm
yeah.
doing the opposite.
I moisturize because it's
The
starting to become
basement's
really dry
look.
outside and my skin cracks very easily because I'm a little Florida girl and it's too fucking dry anywhere else. And I breathe through my skin. So I put on some moisturizer. I put my hair in a cute little low ponytail, which looks really bad. And
It
then
doesn't. It
and
looks
then I put
nice.
on my worst clothes and I go, I'm ready to hate my life. I'm ready to hate this. I'm ready to hate this. I want to look actively worse. If I could look like a crack addict at work and get away with it, that would be ideal.
Just don't get
Without the
any
crack.
sun. Get no sun for like a
No,
straight
I
month.
like my melanin returning to my fucking body, dude.
That would make you look worse.
No.
Your melanin is returning. There was a point of time when Scarlett first moved here. I was darker than Scarlett on certain
Yeah,
parts of like my arms and stuff were
I was
darker.
not in a healthy
I was like, that's
place.
crazy because I'm white and you're not.
That's not healthy.
She's
I'm back
returning.
though.
The Puerto Rican is
Actually,
coming. She's reabsorbing her Puerto Rican ancestry right into her bones. It's coming back.
yeah. So my day yesterday, Callie had to deal with a skunk. I had to deal with an actual fucking cunt in my workplace yesterday. So
Oh my
I like
god.
all of my coworkers except one of them. And I feel like that's a pretty good odds. I feel like that's pretty good, all things considered. I feel like I've worked in a lot of places where I hate a lot more than just one person.
I'm
And I
telling
feel
you,
like
man,
if
I
you can just
speak this evil into
dis
existence.
dislike this person, to dislike one person in your entire department, I feel like that's pretty good odds. So out of everyone, that's my one person where I'm like, I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them. I try not to speak to them as much as I can, and I just fucking leave them alone. And if they try to, talk to me, I just go, yeah, I'm all right, and then I just fucking dissociate and do my work, right? Thankfully, there's not a whole lot of time to talk at the food court, which is both like a boon and a curse. Because there's some people I actually do want to talk to at work, and then there's the person I don't want to. So it's like, oh, I'm too busy, sorry. So I go in.
Living for this.
I go in at 5. My hours are 5 to 10. I go in. I start putting my stupid little fucking hairnet on. And the person I hung out with the day before, he's there and he's like, "Hello, Scarlett." I go, "Hello." And then the person I don't like is also up front at the counter, and she usually says hello to me. And today she did not. And I went, "Okay, the vibes in the kitchen today are foul." So
I don't
what
like this woman,
happened?
by the way, and I have never personally spoken to her. I hate
What
this woman. I've never spoken to her. Do not
happened
fuck with
that
her
I
energy.
I walked in and it was like a fucking like, you know how humidity feels, chat? It was like that. It was walking into the kitchen was like the foulness was like humidity, and I was like, what happened? So I say hello to my friend. I go in the back to like wash my hands and put my apron on and shit. And the one person who's also working in the back comes up to me and she goes, after you get all of your stuff together, could you send that person to their lunch break, please. I need them to be out of the kitchen. And I was like, what happened? And she was like, don't ask. Don't ask. Get her out of the kitchen. And I went, okay, all right. So I get my little apron on, I put all my shit together, put my gloves on, and I walk back up to the front. Hold on, sorry, the garbage man is here to pick me up.
When people say hag in a derogatory way, they're talking about this woman. This is who they're talking about. Hag. Scarlett and I are hag affectionate. This woman is hag
Sometimes.
derogatory. No,
So-
hag derogatory all the time. Fuck her. I don't care anymore. I don't care if her kid is dead. No offense.
That's crazy. Don't say that.
I'm pissed off, dude. Okay, it's sad.
So-
it is sad, but however, it's not an
So-
excuse to be a cunt.
Yeah, I walk up to the front and I go, okay, person, let's call her Abigail. That's not her name, but we're gonna call her Abigail. Just for,
you can't call her that. I'm sorry. You have to pick a
Why?
different name. You have to pick a different name.
Katerina.
Call her Sharon.
Sharon. No,
Call her
that's the name
Sharon.
of her ice cream machine. That doesn't work.
Call her Sheila.
Steve.
Call her Sheila. That's
okay.
that's the Australian Karens.
All right,
Sheila.
Sheila. I call her Sheila. I go up and I'm like, Sheila, it's time for you to go to lunch. I'm here. I'm gonna cover for you. And she goes, fine. And I was like, I
That's a
just
thank.
got here. I just got here. I do not need this. So I go, "All right, fucking whatever. I'm like, I just got here. I'm not gonna fucking start shit. It's literally 2 minutes into my shift and she's already fucking pissing me off. So she like takes all her stuff off and she leaves. And I was like, I turn, let's call him David. The guy I hung out with on Sunday. I was like, David, what the fuck happened? So what is the vibe in the kitchen this rancid? And he was like, minutes before you walked into this kitchen, she full on screamed at me. Now, let me tell you something about the people I work with. They're some of the nicest, most hardworking people I've ever worked with. I have no qualms with any of them. So for this to have happened was bizarre. And I was like, okay, what did she yell at you about? And he was like, it was nonsensical. It was literally, she just like said words at me and none of them made sense. And I went, okay, well, I'm glad that we've got to contend with this today, along with having 4 people in the kitchen on a day where we've released a new fucking item on the menu.
Yippee!
So I'm working the front. He's also working the front. He's like catching the ovens or whatever. And then the person in the back gets a phone call. And we are only allowed to take phone calls if they're emergencies or if they're from our manager and supervisor. So she answers the phone. And it's one of those 3 things. And I go, uh-oh. Because she comes up to the front after she's done with the phone call. And she goes, that was our supervisor. And Sheila, on her lunch break, called our supervisor to complain about David. Nonsensically. So, Scarlett,
petty ass
you are
shit,
not
dude.
going to be in the back rooms of the kitchen today like you were
Good
supposed
morning,
to
my friend.
be. You are going to be in the front. And I was like, okay. No, that's fine. No, that's exactly what I wanted on a Monday where we have a new item on the menu. That's cool. That's fine. That's so fine. That's actually what I wanted. She was like, yeah, we're going to put Sheila in the back so that she can fucking calm the hell down. And I was like, I have a better idea. What if we just fired her? What if we
just fired her?
No, let me tell you something. My supervisor has had to open with this bitch for like a week and a half. And the first day she opened with her, she's talking to every single other person going, she's a nightmare. She's an actual nightmare to work with. She doesn't stop talking. She doesn't do what she's told. She argues with me all of the time. How do you guys close with her? And I'm like, yeah, I wonder how.
We don't. We don't.
OBS is shitting the bed and I can't see my chat anymore. How do I fix this?
I had to pull up your chat on Twitch and you'll be able to see it. It's doing the same thing to me. I don't know what's going on.
What is going on with OBS today?
I don't know.
All right, hold on. I can see you guys moving, not in OBS.
Yeah, I had to pull up. I had to pull it up on.
Oh my god! I hit myself.
It's muted. God.
Good morning, John. You should probably just do these just chattings every week just to vent. What I need is a therapist. What I need is to not use you guys as my therapy. As exciting as I'm sure this is to like just fucking be like I
Yeah,
also
but this
just
is
don't
different.
wanna-
You're just talking at people rather than like actually problem
Yeah.
solving. We're just
I need a
putting it out in the world.
I need a therapist to go, you got this, girl. Wait your 90-day probation out so you can go to the actual department you were supposed to go in.
I can get certified, says a fairy. No would fix Scarlet $1,600 a month.
I mean, yes, but
that she doesn't get from work.
That's my wage cage problem. My wage cage needs to pay me that much money. Duolingo, fuck up. Guys, don't use the Duolingo thing. Smiths, go away.
Oh, yeah, I disabled it.
I forgot to turn it off.
If I were working at your Costco, I wouldn't mind getting written up for getting Sheila fired. That's not how corporate works.
Yeah.
It's not how corporate works.
Is Hell Lady gone? No. She should be. But she's not.
God, she should be.
She should be, but she's not. So that was the beginning of my 15 minutes into my shift yesterday. All of this happened. And I was like, today's going to be a good day. So, at some point in time, I fucking, OBS decided it was going to work. Yay.
Scarlett doesn't know that Sheila is actually her history teacher in a Scooby-Doo disguise. Oh, it must be nice. My fucking OBS isn't working still.
My history teacher, the one history teacher I've ever had that would do that is actually deceased. However, he could have faked his death because that seems like something he would do. And
like
is probably wearing an old lady suit and doing this to me. Never mind, OBS is not. OBS is just kind of, okay. Never mind. I gotta open up Twitch again. Yuck.
Twitch is girl failing.
It is. So
God.
So I'm in the front now because I have to be, because this lady had a fucking beef with. She's 60, by the way. I need to really preface this by saying she is 60, and the kid she yelled at is probably no older than like 24 at best. So that was very cool. So like I don't know, around like 6:30. We get like 4 billion people at the food court because we have a new ice cream flavor, and it actually makes me want to kill someone because it takes like 2 minutes to fucking make, which is 2 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but it is when everyone else is waiting for like the same fucking ice cream, and your ice cream machine, Sharon, decides, oh, I don't want to work today. Bitch, me neither! Give me the ice cream! Give it to me! So at some point, I'm swamped. I look like a zoo animal at the counter, and I take my apron off, and I go to the person who has no title but has been there the longest, and I go, I'm gonna go and get someone from the front to help us because I can't do this. And she goes, that's fine. Go right ahead. And I went, okay. So I leave the kitchen. I make sure every single customer sees me walk out of that kitchen like I'm about to murder someone. And I'm on the verge of tears. I go up to the closest supervisor and I go,
my supervisor,
yes, the caramel brownie one. Yeah, I heard it's delicious, but I go up to the supervisor. I look like I'm on the verge of tears. She looks at me like with pity, and I'm like, don't fucking pity me.
Don't look at me like that.
Don't look at me like that. And I'm like, is there even a single human person you can send in the food court? And she's like, no. I don't have enough people to even do my department. And I went, that's fine. And then I walked away and I felt bad because she was still talking to me. But I was like, there's 3 people in that kitchen and now one of them is out here. So now there's 2 people in the kitchen. And I have to go back because no one's manning the counter. I just left. I didn't say anything. I fucking looked at the tickets and I walked away. I was like, I can't fucking do this. So I went, okay, and then I walked off, and then she found me later, like a little bit later on. She's like, I can send one person who's covering lunches somewhere else. And I went, okay, thanks. How long will that be? Because I need someone right fucking now. And then someone else came in because they noticed that we were a fucking mess, and she was like, oh, hello, I'm here. And I went, okay, great. But
The supervisor that ended up coming in and helping you guys, I love her. She's really cool.
She's very nice. She's not the one that came in, made a mess, and then shit talked us.
Yeah, she's not the one that I reported. Who then, by the way, this is so funny. It kind of.
No.
What?
No, yeah, the supervisor reported the thing she did afterwards after she was talked to.
That was funny. So the next day, Scarlett rolls into work. And this supervisor who I had reported, she's like, "Hey, Scarlett, when you clock in, I just need to talk to you in the office for a minute." And I went, I walked away because I was like, I don't want no part of this.
I was like, I don't even want a part of this. I was like, no,
yeah, I was like,
you.
I don't.
I actually want to walk into my job. I actually don't want to be in there. I walk in after I clock in, and she's like, "Go ahead and have a seat right here." And I went, "Okay." There's a piece of paper on the desk, and it says employee appreciation. And I went, "Oh, here we fucking go. Here we go. I don't want this. You know what I wanted, chat? I wanted an apology. That's it. I'm not like I'm not a petty person when it comes to this kind of shit. If you're gonna come in and make a mess of my area and then blame it on me, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be mad about it. I'm gonna actually be very mad about it. But the only thing I want out of you is an apology. That's it. That's all I want. I didn't want this big to do. I just wanted an apology. And she did this whole big thing where she was like, "Well, we get to do, anyone can do this. Anyone can put in an employee appreciation paper, and we can write it up and stuff, and we can say what we appreciate about the employees who go above and beyond in Costco and Bosco." And I was like, I don't want this.
It goes on your permanent record though, and it looks really good if you're interviewing for other departments.
Yes, that's the only reason why I didn't make a huge stink about it. I was like, you know what? This is gonna look awesome when I get the fuck out of food court. When I crawl my ass out of the 8th level of hell and I get to see God for a second, I'll remember this beautiful piece of paper that you wrote because you felt bad because someone talked to you about how you treated us the other day. Actual bizarre behavior, dude. I'm sure other Costco's are good to work for, but I'm telling you right now, food service, no matter where you work, is a scam. And I think everyone should. I think two things. One of two things need to happen. One, home economics needs to be a class that every single person takes in school. Every single one of you motherfuckers needs to know how to cook. Even if it's fucking spaghetti, okay? You need to learn how to do this. Don't go and eat out anymore, okay? Stop doing that.
Stop eating out.
Feed yourself.
Stop eating.
In your home.
Just stop eating.
Okay?
Just don't eat.
Just don't not
just
eat.
Don't eat.
Or two, I think you know how some countries have mandatory military service? I think it should be that in the United States, but with a food service or like any
mandatory
sort of
food service.
Yes. Everyone should work 1 year of food service. I don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care if it's a 5-star Michelin restaurant. You got to do that shit for a year. I don't want to fucking hear it because I'm telling you right now, it's so easy. It's so easy to find the people who have never worked a customer service job.
It's incredibly obvious.
By the way they talk to you. If you have to call me because you have to wait another 40 fucking minutes on a Friday evening at 6 o'clock in the evening for your $10 pizza, and you gotta call me going, my husband's there and he doesn't want to wait another 40 minutes, then your husband can come back in the kitchen, make his goddamn pizza his goddamn self, and leave and still pay for it. You're in a grocery store. Go buy one of our frozen pizzas. We have them. I've seen them with my own eyes.
God, we have everything. We have everything you could ever want and then some.
Actually, for fucking real. I think that's the most annoying part. If I worked at like, I don't know, like an actual food place, like a McDonald's or some shit, like you're here because you want McDonald's. But when people go to a food court at a grocery store and they're upset about their dinner not being on time, turn around.
Why is my $9 18-inch pizza not ready?
Go home. There is food readily available for you to put in your oven, including a pizza. I don't know how much more expensive that pizza is, but you know, the extra $2, the extra $5 it might cost, at least you don't have to sit here for another 40 minutes and I don't have to look at you and you don't have to look at me. Go home. I snap my fingers when I need to get the cashier's attention. I hope a cashier bites your fingers off one day. I hope that I actually, if someone snaps at me at work, like actually snaps their fingers at me at work, I think I might actually get fired. I don't think there's a single part of my brain that would be able to get me to not do something that would get me fired. Because I had a guy at my janitor job whistle to get my attention. Not like that, but like just like a dog whistle, like you're whistling for a dog. And I'm telling you right now, nothing made me go from totally calm and relaxed to I might murder him in in 0.0000 seconds. Like
Oh my God. Yeah.
The insane immediate rage I felt when he did that, I was like, you know my name. Just say the name. Or say, hey, girl. Or hey, lady. Or literally anything else. Don't whistle.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, excuse me, ma'am. Don't whistle at me. Do not whistle at me like a dog. I learned something about myself that day, and I went, oh, that would actually get me in jail. So if someone snapped their fingers at me to get my attention, I think I might actually get fired.
I'd have to walk away. I would have to walk away. I'd be like, I would tell my supervisor, I'd be like, you need to give me 5 minutes because I'm actually gonna freak. I'm gonna say something I shouldn't say, or I'm gonna do something I shouldn't do. I have to walk away.
I don't think there's anything in my brain that would let me do that if someone snapped their fingers at me. I actually do not think that.
I had a member come up the other day. It was my first negative experience. And
oh yeah. I don't think you told me about this.
He had 4 items in his cart and he'd been pre-scanned. So sometimes one of the front end assistants will go through the lines. If our lines get kind of crazy, they'll go through and they'll pre-scan like people who have like kind of smaller orders. And then my job is to then count and make sure that the amount of items in the cart is correct and like accurate to what the amount of items pre-scanned is, right? He comes up, he has 4 items. I move his stuff around a little bit just to make sure I count all 4. And I he has a pair of pants that are folded up. I put them on top of his paper towel. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I count them. I was like, oh, it pre-scanned today. He's like, yep, pre-scanned 4 items. And then I count them, right? And then I finished counting them and I go to like move the cart and he's like, and can you move those pants back down, please, so that they're not going to fall off? But he says it with like stank, right? Those pants aren't going to fucking go anywhere, dude. He could take 0.5 seconds. And then, I kid you not, I need to come into your room to show you what he fucking did. Because then he does this. He does this one. And you can show chat because you have hands. I don't.
Okay.
Then he goes, see, isn't that better? And then he looks me dead in the eyes. And he does this one. He goes, oh. And I was with a cashier who I'd never worked with before.
I would have gotten
very large.
I would have gotten
man
fired.
Of color.
I would have gotten fired.
And he looks at him and he goes, and then finishes ringing him up. And then as soon as he leaves, he goes, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I froze up for a second. I didn't like that.
That's me.
Like
that's
stupid.
That's
he
me.
Treated you like you were stupid. I didn't like that.
Whoever that cashier was.
I didn't say another fucking word to that man. You know what? I'll say like, oh, like have a good night. Like see you later. Have a good one.
But that's because if the first words out of your mouth after that would have absolutely been like, go fuck yourself.
You can show chat what it said. Hold on.
He said, isn't that better? And then did this. Like the fucking. He put his hands up to his temples and went like that. Like, oh man, like, isn't that wow? Isn't that better? I would have gotten fired.
He acted like I was fucking stupid. I would have. I wanted to kill him.
Typical man behavior.
I wanted to kill him. Hey Argonaut, how's it going? How are you doing this morning?
I see. It's that kind of so. Chat. I have a hat at my job, and it's a brimmed hat. It's like a snapback or whatever, and we're supposed to wear it with like the visor forward. And I make sure I put that visor down enough that I cannot see the customers because I kid you not, if I catch any one of them doing something like that, I would get up on the counter and I would bark at them until they all left, and then I would get fired. I'm so afraid of not having enough self-control because I've never had a customer-facing job like this before ever in
My
my
day's going great,
life.
thank you.
I've told you guys about that one time when I was a teenager and I went into like a Macy's or like a Dillard's or something, and I was trying to buy something from one of the kiosks, and the lady was turned away from me and I go, "Excuse me," and she turned around. She was red-faced, sniffling, crying. And I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, some guy just came over and like yelled at me. I just need a second. I'm really sorry." And I was like, "Girl, I'll walk away and come back never if you need me to. Like dead ass. I don't need to bother. I can come back tomorrow." Like you take all the time you need. I'll take your place. You go in the bathroom and do what you need to. Like honest
I'll
to God,
take your
I was like,
place.
I was like, I saw that and that changed something in my brain, and I was like, I don't think I could ever work a retail job because there's no way I would be
See,
able to put up with that. Like, there's no fucking way. And while I'm not technically working retail, I'm working food court. Food court is the same thing. No one treats you with any respect. You are an
absolutely
animal
not.
to them. You are a fucking monkey getting them what they need, and they don't care about you beyond that point. And I
When
will say I'm really broad stroking people because like there are people who come in and they glaze us like you wouldn't believe. They're like, "You are doing amazing. You're doing an awesome job. You keep going
yeah,
at
the
it. You're
majority
awesome.
of
You're
people
amazing."
just like they don't know us as much as we don't know them, which is fine.
Yes.
Preferable even.
And most people will just be like, "Take your food," and they go. And I'm like, "Cool, thank you for
It's
not
just when you get
noticing
that
me."
one bad interaction,
Yeah.
it just fucks your whole day up. That customer that did that shit to me, by the way, I was so shocked. Like, I didn't have a chance to respond to him because like I was shocked that he would do that, because that is the first like genuinely bad interaction I've had since I started working. Legitimately, everyone else has been really nice or like neutral to me. That's the first time. It was just such an arrogant and bad like way to like, it was just so out there. It was so audacious, right? That I was shocked by it, because it wasn't like a little bit rude. It was straight up like, "I think you're fucking stupid," rude. And I was like, you don't fucking know anything about me. Cause like my coworkers constantly ask me, they're like, "Oh, like, how do you like the job? Like, how are you liking it?" Cause like when they interview you and hire you, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's a lot of work. It's really hard. You're going to be really tired," and like blah, 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 blah. And so my coworkers keep asking me how I'm doing. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, this job is really easy." And they're like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, compared to my old job, this is like nothing." And they're like, "What'd you used to do?" And I'm like, "I worked in science. I worked with like HIV and cancer and diabetic studies. I worked in animal care, taking care and like working with like scientists and shit." And they go, "What?" And I'm like, and they're like, "Yeah, now you work and now you're here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that job was insanely stressful and it paid like $5 more an hour. And here where I live now in the underworld," because that was when I was in Canada, here that same job wants to pay me $15 an hour. You fucking bet I'm gonna take the Costco job for 20 an hour and not have to deal with that kind of stress. So people are always shocked when I tell them that. I'm like, so for that customer to do this shit, I'm like, "Bitch, you don't fucking know a damn thing about me. You don't know anything about me. Fuck you. Fuck you and your shitty cargo pants. Suck a lemon."
I'm telling you, they think they're in a fucking mansion in Dubai or some shit, dude. Like
They also think that they're way smart. They think that because people work in a grocery store, that they're smarter than them. The arrogance of some people is astounding.
Yes.
You never assume anything about the people that are working. You have no idea what their background is.
Hallie, you don't understand. They can afford to pay to
Thank
go
you
to
for
the
the follow,
grocery store.
Argonaut.
Ergo, they are better than you.
You know what's insane? One of the people that I work with who has trained me, one of the front end assistants, you want to know what she's taking a degree in?
What?
Actuary sciences.
Oh my God.
Do you even know what that is?
No, I'm too stupid to know that.
Exactly. Actuary science.
Like,
it's
wow,
like fucking.
So cool.
It's like mathematical statistics sciences and shit.
Oh my God. I'm actually too stupid for that.
I have another coworker who works on carts, who is in university for like chain management operations and is in one of the most renowned schools for it in the country. Arguably the most renowned school in the country for it. Also the most difficult. I think he said he was taking like, what'd you say the average credit was? Average amount of credits per like semester?
I don't remember. Like 30 something, I think.
He's taking like double that.
That's insane. He has no
Like his course load is, yeah, he like all he does is university, and he's still working. He's still working. I see him all the time. Like these people, the people I work with are incredibly smart. If people just don't fucking think. They see you at a grocery store and they go, oh, this person, like, they have nothing going on with their life. You don't know anything about me. This is my side piece. Costco is my side piece.
This is a wild generalization because obviously I am not going, Callie and I are not at this job to pay for like school and stuff. We're here to just fucking pay our bills. But like, it's so fascinating to me that people disrespect anyone at any, like, I don't want to say low tier. There's a word for it. It's not low tier job. It's like
what are considered like entry levels and stuff. Yeah.
Job that you need to pay for thing. And it's like, okay, if you see like young people in there, or old people, it doesn't matter. They could be paying for college, right? Like, God forbid a bitch try to fucking pay for their own college and not go into debt, right? So it's like, why are you acting like this? And for those of you who are like, as someone who shops at Costco, I feel like the enemy. You should feel like the enemy in any grocery store you work in. I don't care if you pay to go there or not. You are the enemy. Yes, you are. The thing that you can do to wave the white flag is to just either not say anything to the people who work there, or, you know, say, have a nice day. That's it. And then suddenly you're not on my shit list anymore. Everyone who comes up to the food court is on my shit list until they come up and they either say nothing to me, or they go, when I go, oh, have a nice one or have a good one or whatever, they go, oh, you too, thank you. And I go, you're gentle.
You got
you're
a little
person.
Fairy just said, I got a little mad yesterday when the checker at the exit triple checked my receipt when I was with my wife and kid. The reason they do that, Fairy, is because it's really common for cashiers to accidentally double scan things and like not realize, depending on the cashier. Some cashiers, I'm gonna be real with you guys, some cashiers are not very good at scanning shit. They're checking for high ticket items to make sure they got scanned. They're checking that alcohol got scanned, so like really expensive stuff. And they're making sure that shit that is double scanned on your receipt is supposed to be double scanned on your receipt, so you're not like walking out having paid too much money or some shit.
Did you buy a lot of stuff? Because I feel like the more you buy at Costco, the more they have to check the receipt.
If you are self-checkout, I am going to be more stringent about checking your receipt. Yes, I will assume if you are self-checkout, I assume you're stupid. I assume that if you are a self-checkout receipt, because the self-checkout receipts print with blue borders, if you are a self-checkout receipt, I am checking your receipt more closely than a cashier receipt. Absolutely. I am significantly more strict about checking self-checkout receipts than I am the other receipts, unless it's like a really fucked up receipt. I am a lot more diligent about the self-checkout receipts. And you know why? Because the only receipts I have found problems with so far have been self-checkout receipts, where people just didn't scan shit that they needed to scan.
Also, sometimes people like genuinely forget. It's not even like, oh, I tried to steal this. It's like sometimes like I have to triple check myself when I'm doing self-checkout. If I buy a lot of things, I have to be like, did I scan everything? Like, did I actually do that? Because I don't, you know. I'm thinking of getting a Costco membership. I mean, not to fucking sound like an ad, but like it is good. It's nice to shop there. You get really good prices on things. And you get a lot of it. You get a lot of bulk. So that means like you honestly, like when my mom used to either shop at BJ's or Costco, one of the two. We have both in Florida, but like when you know, it was me and my sister in high school and middle school and stuff, and you know, my dad and my mom living in the house, my mom would go to Costco because she's like, I don't have enough time to fucking go to the store like 2 times a week to fucking buy things because everyone's eating everything. So she would go to Costco, buy everything in bulk, and we wouldn't have to go back to the store for like a month. It's actually so good. Like shopping at Costco is great, and being paid by Costco is great. But like, oh my god, if you go to
the food
Costco,
court is a
please,
nightmare.
for the love of God, like please just be as patient as humanly possible with the people who work there.
Scarlett and I are both trying to get into night merch right now. That's the department we both want to be in, because that's like you're in the back rooms of Costco stocking like stuff, and hanging out with the forklift drivers, and it's all a bunch of weird introverted dudes. They're incredibly nice. They're really, really nice. But we want to get into night merge because the shifts are a little bit later, so we'd be working until like 10:30 at night. But that's honestly, for me personally, that's preferable because I'm a night owl anyway. It gives me a bit more time during my day, and then it works perfectly with like a streaming schedule, right? If I'm only working at night. That is the ideal situation for me. And then I don't have to be stuck on the end, like having to deal with people constantly. In night merge, you're moving around a lot, and I prefer that. That's way better for me personally.
I just don't want to see customers. I want to be put in literally any position where like I don't have to interact with someone who's already been looking at me like I'm an animal at the zoo. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm sure those of you in chat who have worked at food service probably know the feeling, right? Which is exactly why when I go to a restaurant, not a restaurant, like a fast food place, I order my food and then I immediately turn away from the counter.
Argonaut, you know the vibe though, right? Like,
yeah, I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at you making my food. I don't want to, like, that's uncomfortable. That's so uncomfortable. So I just turn around, and then the people at Costco will order their food, and then they make like a weird little half circle around the fucking enclosure, and then I feel like an animal. And then when we don't have any more food in the fucking display cabinet, then I look like an asshole because I'm just standing there going, no more food.
Oh my god, last time was so funny. So I went up on my break to get a cookie from food court because every once in a while, if I'm doing carts especially or something like that, I get like I get hungry and I need like a sugar boost because it helps. The carbs help an insane amount. I went up and I ordered just after another coworker who works in tires. And we went up to the counter at the same time. He was technically there first. And I was like, she loves me more. She's going to get me my food first. And because Scarlett was working on the front. And he's like, no. I was like, I live with her, so good luck. And he's like, wait, for real? And I was like, yeah, we're roommates, dude. I live with her. She definitely loves me more. And then she got me my cookie first. And I was like, hell yeah. And he looked at me and he's like, ah, damn. But my order was also easier.
Yeah, it was a cookie. He wanted that fucking new ice cream. I was like,
at least he's got like crazy Zoomer energy, dude. He's a party boy. He like the other day I was talking to him and he was like, I'm so hungover right now, man. And I was like, I feel for you, but also I can't relate. I would never come to work hungover.
I think that's been one of the craziest experiences. So like at FedEx, Chad, I worked with a lot of Zoomers. I worked with a lot of just out of high school Zoomers, but we never got to talk because it's, a fucking warehouse. But in the kitchen, if you're in the back rooms of the kitchen, you can talk as much as you want because you don't have to fucking talk to the customers or whatever. So like, there are two people in the kitchen who looked at me and were like, how old is this bitch? Because they could not figure it out.
You're so young.
I'm in the middle of doing, I think I was washing the dishes or whatever, and one of the girl came up to me and she was like, hey, I don't want to be rude, but like, how old are you? And I was like, 34. And she looked like I had told her to go fuck herself. 34? And I was like, yeah, how old did you think I was? She's like, 22 at least. And I went, oh, okay, I'll take 22. And she was like, yeah, well, that guy over there was way, way off. And I went, how fucking old did he think I was?
Your friend.
Was like, she called him over. This was Dave, the guy I've decided to name David. That's not his real name. Elliot, thank you so much for the follow and in-person welcome and hello. David comes over and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, how old did you think I was? He was like, was
he like, no, I don't want to say it?
Yeah, I was like, no, go ahead. And then the other girl was like, dude, you were so wrong. And he was like, oh, I really don't want to say it now. I was like, why? Did you think I was like really old? And he was like, no, I thought you were 18. And I was like, oh!
You do look insanely young.
I was like, that's basically the legal age for me to fucking work. He's like, yeah, I couldn't go any lower. And I was like, you would have gone lower?
That's so fun. It's so fun. I think it's because you're so petite. People think you're really young because you're incredibly petite. It makes you look very young. That's the one difference between us, right? I think people clock me as older, but also because like I wear makeup and stuff at work, right? So I look older because I look more like somebody. I kid you fucking not. Scarlett went to an appointment one day and I went with her, and the optometrist asked her if I was her mom because I wore like a dress shirt and jeans and she wore a fucking Zorro hoodie and sweatpants to this appointment.
She's like, it's like
white woman and Puerto Rican woman, by the way, no physical resemblance at all.
I was like, no, that's my roommate. And she was like, oh, I was wondering because she looked so young. And I was like, so what does that make me?
You look like an infant, dude.
I was like, oh my God, did they just think Callie looks old? No, I just look like a fetus.
Oh, we got a fellow Puerto Rican in chat. Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
Puerto Rican to Puerto Rican attraction magnet.
Like, what the fuck? 18. I was like, yeah, at this point, I was like, okay, that's a little too, I'm 34, my guy. He was like, what the fuck? Everyone in that department has guessed incorrectly every single time. It's always been
one of your coworkers,
like, early 20s.
The really nice young one who has awful taste with men. She was like, I think you're 23. She's like, you look 23 to me. And I was like, you are so insanely far off, but thank you. Thank you so much. I'm older than most of my bosses, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're one of the shortest people on staff. Oh, what are you taking in school, by the way, Argonaut? Because you said that whenever you tell people what you're taking school, like what you're doing in school, it's like a curveball. What are you doing in school? I'm so curious now. I went to school and certified as a vet tech assistant, and then I worked in animal care. So like I'm an animal care specialist. As you guys know, those of you who've been around for a while and were here yesterday and listened to me ramble on about owl feet for a while. Astrophysics and robotic engineering. Whoa. This is why I never fucking assume anything about people that work in retail, dude. Never assume anything. Astrophysics and robotic engineering. That's just too smart for me. If you put me in the natural sciences world, I'm fine. Put me in anything like that, space science, mathematical science. I'm too stupid for it. I can't math. I'm too gay for math. Jesus. Yeah, that's literally it. Get the fuck out of here and focus on your classes, you tardigrade fuck, says somebody in Scarlett's chat to you, Argonaut.
What?
Well,
that was the Straubs.
Oh, that was the Straubs.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You're taking Callie to physics class. I'm too gay for physics. Physics there's too much math. There's too much math. There's too much math.
I like that tardigrade fuck got past the auto mod, but you bitch didn't.
That was crazy.
Also, this is probably actual size of what my fucking department thinks I am. Actual child. This is an exact representation of how I think my department sees me.
Wait, hold on. I'll make you the same size. I'll make you to scale next to me. Here you go. Because this is my Puerto Rican child, Scarlet Princess. She is my immaculate conception child with the space god.
I'm 5'4". I'll take the
Why are you here to pay for school, bitch? Because school's expensive.
More accurate? Yeah, this is exactly how my fucking coworkers see me. As a child. Because I am one of the shortest people in there. And then they're always like, oh, Scarlett, do you need help with that heavy thing? And I go, no. And then I just grab it.
You're 5'3".
I carry it. How'd you get that photo of me? This is actually how short me and Straubs are. Duplicate us. Who else?
That's so funny.
This is also Can and K height, because K and I actually are the same height. We are both 5'4".
I'm the same height as Scarlett, and people perceive us completely differently.
It's your personality. You have a tall personality.
I have tall energy. Everybody thinks that I'm tall before they meet me. For some reason, everybody tells me I give off tall aura. I I don't know. I give off tall energy. I also mask too well at work. I mask too well at work. I'm too good at masking. Scarlett's coworker, who she hung out with on Sunday, told her that he's intimidated by me. He said I was intimidated. I went, why? I've been so nice to him. What did I do to this poor man? She was like, I don't know. He just finds you intimidating. I was like, I'm so nice, though. What do you mean? I felt so bad.
I don't know.
Give off angry goblin energy.
I will say when Callie masks, she masks very confidently. She's very confident. Like, you'd think she were an extrovert. However, the only time at work that I mask is when I have to talk to a customer. Any other time, I'm talking to people in that kitchen like I've known them for years. I'm cursing up a storm. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. I don't care. I actually don't care. So I think the fact that you mask a little too hard might be making you intimidating.
Okay, if I mask like that at work, so as somebody who lives with me, how would you describe me when I get home and I'm no longer
a slug? We're both slug people. It's like, oh man, you guys know the movie The Thing? The movie The Thing? You know when, like, actually no, not The Thing. That's too violent. The Blob. The remake of The Blob. The one that's in color, the color version. And when they, like, crack open the geode and the blob comes out and it's like, bleh, that's us. The geode is our mask. And then we come home and someone fucking spikes us into the ground and then cracks open and go, bleh.
It's insane because I literally...
It's less violent than The Thing.
So when I'm masking at work, I occasionally like dissociate, right? And like it's like a straight up out of body experience. Like it's two different people because like, so when I mask at work, I'm very chatty. I'm very confident. I come off very extroverted. I'm not. I genuinely am not. And then I go home. Scarlett has literally seen me have a crash out where I went outside in our backyard in 85-degree weather and sat on the ground in the middle of the grass and just picked blades of grass for like 30 straight minutes while she begged me to drink water because I was just having like an active nonverbal autistic crash out. There are two wolves inside of me. And you would never, I think that if you saw me at work and only knew me at work, you would never, I'm assuming you would never think that I would do something like that, right? I think that's like the way I mask, like you would never guess that I would do something like that.
No.
And then I come home and like I have a crash out like that, or like I sit in the fucking bathtub. I'm just like, or like I fucking lay on my bed and then Scarlett has to come drape herself over me for an hour and rub my back while I'm like crying because I'm stressed out. I mask too, like the way Scarlett and I mask is very different from each other. I've learned how to mask as a very confident person, even though I'm not. And then when I get home, because I mask so much, I'm so like, I get very short and irritable with my roommates sometimes. I don't mean to, but it's just, it's because I'm masking so much, I think is the problem.
You got that burnout.
Well, I come home, like, I don't really do this to Scarlett as much, because I think Scarlett understands better than my other roommates do, but like, poor Soren. Poor Soren doesn't think it. He'll come up to me and he'll just be like asking me questions. I'll be like, I need you to just like not talk to me right now. You need to stop talking. I'm like, just don't interact with me. Don't interact. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't like breathe near me. I need to like, I can't right now. And I feel so bad.
It is interesting because my last living situation, everybody like broke down at sort of like the same, right? Like if we were having just a fucking horrible day, we would just go nonverbal. We'd close our bedroom doors and then that's it. And then like we'd put in like the group chat or whatever, like, hey, I'm having a fucking crash out. I'm fine, but I just need to not be like, don't talk to me. If you see me in the kitchen, if you see me in a public space of the house, like just don't talk. Like don't actually talk to me. And then that's it. And then like that's all we had to do. And it's like it's fascinating living in a household where like everyone crashes out differently.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Because I know that some people can't tell when I'm crashing out. because I do it very quietly until someone tries to talk to me, and then I cry, which is why I don't like when people talk to me when I'm
I
trying
mean, I
to
can tell when
quietly
you're
crash
crashing out.
You can.
I can always tell when you're crashing out. I can smell it from a mile away.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always crashing out.
I know you are. But poor Soren. He just like, cause I can get really unfortunately my fuse gets really short when I'm like really like, if I'm like overstimulated, my fuse will get really short. And I genuinely don't mean, I'm trying to be so good about it. That's why like I will tell people, I'm like, I need you to like not talk to me, don't interact with me, don't like, just don't fucking like, you need to not ask me questions right now because I'm gonna freak out and it's not your fault. And that's why it feels bad, right? Because like I'll get like overstimulated from work or something and I'll be like, ugh. Which is honestly why it's been nice, like, because it's like a 30-minute commute about that. And so Scarlett and I drive home together at night and it's dark and it's not very like high traffic and we can just like rant and just mask off, sicko mode in the car, or like we go to fucking McDonald's on the way home and get some fries or some shit, or we just like stop at the corner store and buy a bottle of whiskey.
Yep, I did that.
You know, like it gives us like a decompression time. So by the time we get home, we're usually like more manageable to be around. Scarlett's very nice. She's super nice to be around all the time and very manageable. I am not. I just am not. I'm just kind of an unpleasant person sometimes if I'm like way too overstimulated, and I really don't like being like that, but I can't fucking help it, dude. Sometimes I just can't help it. Medication has helped. I feel like I've been more pleasant since I started taking Lexapro. But sometimes, like, I've gone into a call with Pixel after getting home from work with Pixel and Scarlett, and Pixel will start and shit. I'll be like, Pixel, I need you to actually shut up right now, because if you don't shut up, I'm gonna fucking... I'm gonna freak out. Or like I just like don't go on a call with him because I'm like I can't right now.
This is the difference between me and Callie, because before Callie got her job back, I'd be coming home. She'd come and pick me up, and we'd come home from work. She's like, I'm gonna be in a call with Pixel and playing Coral, and if you want to hang out with us, and I'd be like, no, because I know
too
like
much.
where
he's got his too much pants on all the time.
I love hanging out with Pixel. Pixel's actually, as much as we fucking rag on him,
he's delightful
to hang out with, but not if I've had a horrible day at work, because I cannot, my patience meter is unfortunately like non-existent, and if he gaslights me even one time, I actually would probably like crawl through the Discord call and fucking come out of his computer like the ring lady and give him 7 days to think about what he's just said.
7 days to think about what he's done.
Like, no, thank you. I'm gonna go in my room and I'm gonna be a slug or like do something else, because like I actually like sometimes there are days where I just like, I mean, there are also days where like I'll get in the car and I just won't say anything.
Yeah, which is fine.
I'm just like,
that was you last night. You for 5 minutes you were silent, and then you were like, and I heard the breath, and I was like, all right, she's about to tell me some shit.
Yeah, we got in the car, like we from the
both of us
room
dead silence
to the car, and then as Callie's getting the car like started and shit like that, I'm just in the car and I'm like, because
it was just silence.
Like, my day was so fucking bad, and then the car started and I went, so
yeah, it was so funny. The pregnant pause was crazy. That was me on Sid. Do you remember when we got home on Saturday and I turned off the car in the parking lot or the garage or like our driveway, and I just like sat back in my chair and stared at the roof of the fucking car for like 2 minutes. And you were like, are you okay?
We don't have work tomorrow. We don't have work tomorrow. We're okay. We don't have to go to work tomorrow.
And I just went, oh, and then I went inside and I was fine.
That's me. See, I have like insane mood swings before I have to go to work, because I just genuinely like, if I don't want to do something, I get really cranky. I will say that's a flaw of mine, is if I have to do something that I cannot put off to a different day where I'm feeling like more spoons available to do thing, I get really cranky. And work is unfortunately one of those things I cannot just be like, hey, I don't want to come in today because I'm cranky. I didn't want to come in.
Yeah.
So, like, when we go to work, I am mostly very quiet, and Callie does a lot of the talking. It depends.
It's a very
like,
yin-yang kind of situation.
If Callie gets me on a topic, sometimes I'll talk about it a lot. But like other than that, I sit in the car like a fucking child being driven to school, going.
It's so funny because I'm pretty much always in like a good mood when we're going to work. It's after work where I'm just like, bruh.
Callie's like, you're in an exceptional mood when she's like, we're going to work, and she's like, have a good shift, and I go, okay, I won't. Because I know I won't.
know.
It doesn't matter what kind of attitude I walk into that kitchen with. A customer is going to ruin it. So I might as well already be in a bad mood so that when they come up and do that shit, it doesn't affect me as much. Because there really is nothing worse than like actually being in a genuinely good mood and then having someone come in and treat you like a subhuman. And then you're like, I'm either gonna go to jail or I'm gonna go in the walk-in freezer. I'm gonna cry for a little while. I'm gonna do the second one because I don't want to go to jail. I wouldn't survive. I would need someone to fucking protect me.
We made a point of getting hired at the same place, Mackin, because it makes our lives easier. One, it's easier because we can just carpool, so we don't have to take 2 vehicles to work. Less gas money, right? Convenient. 2, we managed to get the same schedule. Double convenient. And 3, because we work at the same place, we can relate to each other, which is delightful. And it pays well. So like we can just yap and complain about the same shit, which it's very convenient having a friend that you jive with really well. Having a roommate that you really like jive with, that you also like work in the same place as, is actually kind of a boon, because you can really get into like the nitty gritty of your complaints and they understand exactly what you're fucking talking about. And that's nice, because Scarlett and I get along phenomenally well. We get along very, very well. So it works out really well for us. I wouldn't recommend working at the same place as like a lot of your friends, probably. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people who I love and are my friends or I've been roommates with, and I would never fucking want to work with those people. I would rather peel my skin off with a potato peeler. But for Scarlett and I, it works out. It is a rare boon. I feel like we got that brain cell, because we talk about like One Piece and stuff, and then like we go to locals and stuff together too. So like we just have a lot of common isms. So it just works out well for us. But definitely, it's a rare pair, I would say, in terms of a friendship, coworkership.
We are actually literally work wives now.
We are work wives. I come up to the food court sometimes. I'll be like, work wife.
She did that yesterday, and the coworker I don't like poked her head over the counter and was like, "Is that your sister?"
Girl, I just called her my work wife. Are you stupid?
First of all, yeah, she probably didn't hear you, but I was like, we don't look anything alike. We don't look even remotely close to being related. We're not even in the same fucking like culture. It's like, huh?
We're not even the same citizenship, my guy.
Yeah.
We're not even from the same country.
We're from the same country, shit. I was like, what? No, that's my roommate. She was like, oh. I was like, yeah, what gave you sister vibes? She literally just called me work wife. My actual sister would literally never call me that.
It was insane to me, because when I got in the car and Scarlett was telling me that last time, I was like, dude, I would have guessed dating before sisters, if anything. Like, what? You didn't even guess dating. That's crazy. I mean, like, this woman is older, so maybe that's not really, she's like an older white woman, so maybe like, you know, the first thing that came to mind obviously was not, oh, these 2 women are in a relationship. No, these 2 women who are different ethnicities are clearly sisters, which is crazy.
I mean, we could have been sisters from a different, you know, mister.
I mean, we could have been from the same parents and looked different too, but like still,
sure.
Like that wouldn't be my first thought.
No.
That would not be my first guess, dude.
I'm actually a lot more surprised that people in my department haven't guessed girlfriend. They're like, who is she? Or I'm like, oh, it's my roommate. And they're like, oh.
I mean, they're just not making assumptions, which I think is fine. It's probably
that is nice. I mean, they assumed I was 18, so like.
Yeah.
I assume my dating status. Why don't you?
Think of the hydrate, Takeshi.
Adopted? Yeah, I could be adopted.
All your coworkers are still convinced your girlfriend is your sister? Bro.
Are they dating or are they siblings? Is actually IRL. That's actually insane. No
I
one
don't
can
date
imagine
anyone.
me dating anyone. Yeah. I've made it a point to tell people. There's this one girl in my in my department. We'll call her Michelle. We'll call her Michelle. She's like 20. So we have a wide gap
This is the
between
one who's really
us.
bad with men.
She has a very fascinating choice in men. But
Bad.
she talks to me about it all the time because I'm older. So clearly I have something going on in the way that I act that makes her think I've dated enough people that I have advice for her, which like, all right, I've dated like 10 people. But like
Dated like 10 people is crazy.
I don't know, man. So like she talks to me all the time about relationship stuff, and she's like, are you seeing anyone right now? And I go, no, I'm single and I am so fucking stoked to be single. Like, being single is great. I just have too much going on in my life, and having a significant other would like put one more thing on there, and I don't know if I could trust myself to like equally distribute my time correctly, right? Like, you
Helicom.
you have to do that when you're seeing someone. So I said, no, I'm single. She's like, God, I wish I could be single. And I was like, you can be. Just don't.
You can be. Just don't date. Just
don't
be
date
single,
people.
Fivehead.
Just stop. Here's the thing. She's the one chasing after these men. I'm like, just don't do that.
Yeah, literally just don't.
Let them come to you and then you can choose, right? Don't. Stop
She's
chasing them.
She's got
She's
crazy
so
baby
nice.
energy, dude.
She's insanely. She does. A customer was rude to her once, and I heard it. I overheard it, and I got kind of like, when customers are rude to my coworkers, I get fucking mad because these people are so goddamn nice to me all the time. If you're fucking mean to them, I'll kill you. So someone was rude to her, and I kind of stopped what I was doing, and I looked over my shoulder, and I was like,
Hag of the Pizza Corps, what is your wisdom? I'm pinning that, sorry.
She called me ancient the other day. She was like, out of everyone in the food court right now, she's the oldest. And I was like, that's factually incorrect. She's like, she's ancient. And I was like,
yeah,
okay.
she called you ancient. That was crazy.
That's because one of the younger people were complaining about their back. And she was like, out of anyone in the food court right now, the only person who should be complaining about back problems is Scarlett. And I was like,
you are almost literally twice her age.
Yes.
Which is crazy to think about.
But, yeah.
I can see the feisty Latina energy now. No offense, I don't need the smoke, says Argonaut in my chat about you.
It's true. So
I just have French-Canadian feist.
Someone was like kind of rude to her, and I stopped what I was doing, and I looked over my shoulder and I looked at them, and I was like, don't you fucking dare. And they walked off. And then Michelle turned around to me and she was like, do you think the customer was rude? Like, with the way they said that? I was like,
Yes.
Michelle, yes. They were very rude to you. I almost crawled over the counter and bit them. Yes, they were rude to you. If someone's rude to me, I'll cry. But if someone's rude to anyone in my fucking department, I will bite them. I'll bark. Yesterday, I was talking to David, and I was like, because he was in the back doing the dishes, and I was like, if you hear barking, it's me. He was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I'm at that stage of my fucking day where if someone bothers me one more time, I'm gonna just start going and get up on the counter and make them leave. Have them report me.
Have them report. I dare you.
I saw this earlier. I think it was Saren who said this, but whoever said this, they said something along the lines of people who like act disrespectful to employees at Costco should get their membership revoked, and made like an example of. Let me tell you a story about something that happened before I got to the food court. There's this woman who works at the food court. She has chosen me as her little like stress ball affectionate. She's very nice to me. And she was telling when she found out the first time that someone was mean to me and I cried in the back, she was like, who was it? Who did that? And I was like, I don't know, it was like an hour ago. She was like, okay, well the next time that happens, you find me and I will talk to them. And I went, okay. She's so nice. She says I have purple chakra. I had to look up what
She's
that
so
meant.
funny.
I had
I
to
wonder what
look
my
up what that
chakra
meant
is.
because she didn't tell me. She just said, "You look like you have purple chakra." And I said, "Well, purple's my favorite color." She's like, "I knew it." And then she walked
I
away
knew
and
it.
didn't explain. And I went, "Okay." She's extremely nice.
Was that like your
She's been-
first week working with her too?
Yeah, my first week working with her, she went up to me. She's like, "You have purple chakra." And I went, "Okay, is that good?" And no elaboration. So she was telling me about this. She's been working in the food court for like 3 years. She said one time she's catching the oven, and when I say catch the oven, it means you take the pizza thing, because we've got this oven that, like, you know, you put it in and then it rolls out, and then you have to catch it before it, because it will roll out onto the fucking floor. It's really poorly designed. So she's catching the oven and she catches a cheese pizza, but she catches it wrong, and it fucking slips off of the holder and lands on her shoulder and on her face. So she's got like 480-degree melted cheese burning her actively. And she said, as this is happening, there is a customer climbing in through the pizza window, screaming at her, derogatory, like berating her about not getting his pizza. And I was like, I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I actually don't know what I would have done in that situation. And let me tell you something, that man did not get anything revoked. He still shops there. So I agree with you, whoever said that they should get their memberships revoked if they fucking act like this. But
I'll be back here to piss.
Bye, have a nice piss.
Farewell.
Customer is king, unfortunately. And that guy did not get in trouble for yelling at my coworker who was getting actively burned by 480-degree melted cheese. So, yeah, you said that, and I thought about that story she told me. I was like, that's actually insane. She's gotten so mad at customers before. She actually threw a pizza cutter at one of them. It missed, and he had turned around so he didn't see it, and she was so happy because she was like, I would have gotten fired. I was like, girl, you can't throw a pizza cutter at some. I mean, they're dull as fuck. Don't get me wrong. They are the dullest fucking pizza cutters I've ever had the displeasure of working with. But like, you can't throw something at a person at work. You can't. I don't care how mean they are. You can't do that. But I was like, that's also so fucking fair, dude. She's like, I felt so bad. I was like, girl, don't. These people don't treat us like human people. Okay. Yeah, that's also a lawsuit. So like she was happy it missed, but I was like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like it's worth the lawsuit. Sometimes I feel like if I bit someone and I got sued, I'd be okay with that. I'd be able to walk into the courtroom and be like, yeah, I'm guilty of biting that man's ear off. Do you want to know what he did? And then I would tell the court. And then I'd be able to figure out which one of the people in the jury has worked a customer service job, retail food service before. Because if you say I should go to jail, I mean, I'd be guilty. I would plead guilty, but I would plead for, like, you know, I don't know, more customer service. Put me in a call center. I don't know, man. Make me work the food court in jail for a month. They love me. It's us versus them. It actually is. I walked into the food court and I wasn't sure what to expect because I've never worked a food service job before, and like all I've ever seen is like shit in movies and stuff where like nobody likes anybody. And I walked in, and the person who told me about the cheese story, she was like, look at me. We're a family in here. And I don't mean that in the corporate sense. I mean, it's us versus everyone else in this Costco. And I went, like, even the other employees? She goes, yes. Yes, I mean the other employees. I mean everyone who doesn't walk into this kitchen and do a job. If they have never come in here to help us, it is us versus those people. And I was like, oh my God. But I get it. We have to uplift each other. I was actively crashing out yesterday, and my two other coworkers in the kitchen had to come up and be like, it's gonna be okay. This is not forever. We will get through this. We will get through all of this stuff, and it'll be okay. You have to. There's like, I'm gonna feel bad leaving them for a different department. I'm not gonna stay for them. I wish I could. I honestly, like, there have been days where I'm like, I could probably do this for, like, you know, some more months, right? I can probably do this for these people because, like, they deserve to have a coworker who vibes with them and, like, also helps out and, like, you know, is a positive influence in the kitchen. And then there are some days where I'm just like, oh, I want it to end. I'm gonna torch the fucking kitchen. I'm gonna pray the oven explodes when no one's in there, and then oops, starve. No pizza for you. No hot dogs. No calzones. No ice cream. Actually, the oven doesn't need to explode for that. The ice cream machine never fucking works. Chat. I think I understand why the McDonald's ice cream machine never works. Because when you walk into that McDonald's and you ask for an ice cream, what flavor is always the flavor that never works? The vanilla. You walk into a Wendy's, it's the vanilla. You walk into a Dairy Queen, it's the vanilla. There has to be something in whatever we use in vanilla mix, and then we put in the fucking machine that doesn't react well. Because it's always the vanilla. The chocolate always works, but the vanilla ice cream never works. It never wants to come out of the fucking machine, and it's full. And it's churning, and I see it, and I'm flicking it, and I'm slapping it. Yesterday, I just straight up went, there were 50 fucking people waiting for that new ice cream that we have. And I went over to the machine, and I gave it one really good, loud fucking smack. And I heard some customers go, oh. And then I pulled on the thing, and the ice cream came out. And I was like, see? You just gotta beat the shit out of fucking vanilla ice cream. I had to. I was so frustrated. I was like, it's either this machine or I'm gonna bang my head on the counter until I become unconscious. And I can't do the second one, so I will simply hit the ice cream machine to make it look like I'm doing my job. Because otherwise I'm just standing in front of the ice cream machine crying, going, please, 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 please. Please. Oh my god. And ironically, when you work somewhere, it is absolutely your place versus the customer. Absolutely. Yeah, you do need to kick the ice cream machine. I think maybe at McDonald's they should start doing that. They should make a roundhouse kick your ice cream machine. That should be in the manual. No, not out of Vanilla Ice. Is he still alive? Vanilla Ice? He had that lawsuit with David Bowie that one time, and then I just never heard from him again. Oh, Elder Hag of the Pizza Court, what is your wisdom? I didn't see that was pinned. What wisdom do you need from the Elder Hag of the fucking Pizza Court? Anyway, I hate my job a lot. That's why I wasn't streaming last week. I was just like extremely stressed out, and the job is sucking out my fucking whimsy, and I genuinely like I was going to work and almost crying. I was coming home from work and almost crying. I was waking up and like knowing I had to go to work. I was like on the verge of tears. I just didn't want to go. I just Callie had to go pee. She's pissing. She had to go pee. So sorry for not streaming last week. I don't know what we're doing for October. I really don't want to like take a hiatus during October because I know y'all like them spooky games, but I don't know. I bought a bunch and then like October came and I was like, nothing sounds less thrilling to me than playing a fucking scary game, getting sweaty and like anxious, and then going to work and doing the same thing. But like not for fun, right? Like, so I bought Still Wakes the Deep because I know you guys had talked about that. I bought a couple other things, nothing too huge. But we'll see how I feel. I don't know what my streaming schedule is gonna be. I want to try and keep it kind of fucking regular, but I would suggest not subscribing to me for a little bit until I fucking get this job shit situated, because like my job is actively just like ruining my mental health, like unironically. And for those of you who were in Cali's stream on Friday when we were opening up One Piece cards, and you guys know how much I love One Piece, and Kohi was like, why does Scarlet sound like she's dying? It's like, well, it's because I really fucking hate my job a lot. So, have you ever played Dredge? Oh yeah, that's the other one. You guys wanted me to play Dredge too. I'll see that. Isn't that a fishing game? I do like fishing. Outlast? I have Outlast, I think.
I can't play. I can play Outlast Trials because that's multiplayer, but I can't play like Outlast on just Outlast. I can't do it. I can't do it, Chief.
Your chrysalis period of being unemployed is over. I want to go back into the womb, chat. I need to go back to the unemployed.
Back into the womb.
I need to go back into the unemployed chrysalis. I can't do this. You know what the saddest part about this job has been? Every single person who has asked me if I work 2 jobs, I say yes. And I don't tell them I'm a streamer because then that's going to open up that can of worms and I don't want them in my chat. They're very nice people, but I don't want them seeing me with my mask and my ass out, okay? Mask off, ass out. I can't have my coworkers seeing me like that.
I told them in my interview that I stream.
I know, that was bold. I
don't care. What are they gonna fucking do? Come watch me stream? Hell no. I'm not gonna tell them what my moniker is.
Every person who's asked me if I work 2 jobs, I go, yes. And they go, what's your other job? Hopefully it's something you're very passionate about. And I go, yes, I do freelance art. I'm an artist. And they look at me with the look of someone who wants to like go, oh, baby, honey, sweetheart, I'm so sorry you have to be here. Unironically, every single person has been like, oh, that's so awesome. That's so cool. I'm so sorry that you have to be here.
A lot of artists work at Costco, surprisingly.
Yes, because being an artist right now is not good or lucrative. We're fighting for our fucking lives out here, dude. That's the other thing, chat. Like, I come home and I don't look at social media at all. Like, I hardly even look at Discord because I'm just like, I don't want to see it. Like, I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna see, oh look, another social media website is trying to ban shit that they shouldn't be banning because it's not bad at all. Or like I have to fucking call MasterCard a billion times and be like, hey man, stop. I want to pay for my porn, please. Or like it's exhausting. Living and being conscious right now is so exhausting and I don't like it. So unfortunately I have to cut some things out of my life, and as much as I would love it to be my job, I need it. So streaming is gonna be a little lax until I can fucking get that shit hammered out, because my job is sucking my fucking whimsy out of my bones, dude.
You just got to switch departments. So because Scarlett works in food court, she doesn't get to like interact with any of the other departments. She's just like literally in her wage cage. She is literally in a wage cage.
Literally a cage.
Just straight up a wage cage. So I have been facilitating. I have been a middle ground facilitator to get her to meet other departments. So I introduced myself to Night Merch's manager recently. I just rolled right up to him and I was like, hey, I'm so-and-so and I want to work in your department, just so you know, but I'm in my probation. And then I talked to him a bunch and I kept talking to him and I kept reminding him that I really wanted to work there. It's funny because like I expressed like a lot of interest in his department, and I told him that I was like genuinely really interested in his department, and he's like, okay. Unbeknownst, and then I went on break. Unbeknownst to me, he took that very seriously, and he went and talked to my supervisor that night, and they put me in Night Merch that night to start training. I was like, oh, okay. So then I told Scarlett about what happened, and I brought Scarlett. One day we got in, I think it was on Monday, we got into work early because traffic was really good. So I was like, Scarlett, come with me. Come with me, Scarlett. She was like, okay. And I was like, just follow me. Follow me into the back rooms of Costco. And I brought her to the back and I went, hey, is so-and-so manager here today? And the guy that I talked to was like, yeah, they should be like over there. I went and found him and I went, hello, manager. This is my roommate, Scarlett, and she hates working in food court and really wants to work in your department. Do you have a minute to talk? And then I got them to actually talk to each other because there's no way for her to see anyone else outside of fucking food court.
Yeah, that's like the biggest issue. So like every time I talk to every time someone has spoken to me, they're like, oh, if you need anything, if you want to be cross-trained, if you want to do this or that, just go find the manager and talk to them. Bitch, when am I supposed to? I have one 15-minute break because I only work 5 hours. And then if I'm allowed to stay half an hour after my shift to like finish up cleaning up the food court because we've only got 3 motherfuckers on the fucking roster, that extra 30 minutes that I could be spending talking to the department manager of the department I actually want to go into, I'm still stuck in the food court. We met and I was like, I don't mean any offense by this, but I have never seen you in my life. I would have not known that you were a manager anywhere. I wouldn't know where you
He
worked.
was so nice too.
I've
He was
never
so
met
nice
you.
to her.
He's like, I've seen you at food court many times, but like you keep your hat down, so I can never really make eye contact with you. And I go, yeah, that's on purpose. He goes, no, I understand. I understand why you do it. I just need you to know I've seen you. And I went, okay, great. Because like
he's really cool.
I keep the visor of that hat down at an angle that is perfection. I've perfected the angle of the hat so that I do not have to see anyone. I don't. If I want to look at someone, I have to tilt my head all the way up to see them. And if I have to do that, you don't want me to talk to you.
Yeah, at that point, you don't want to be spoken to. Yeah, sorry.
At that point, I might lift my head up and launch myself at you and bite your ear off.
Oh, you know what we could do? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I had a non sequitur moment, but continue.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
We could work on some One Piece decks for our local tonight.
I mean, you have to work on your One Piece deck.
I have to work on my One Piece deck. Okay, yeah, but like you could work on your Zoro deck that you have to finish.
Oh yeah, I'm not bringing that tonight. I want to make friends. I don't want to bring a green deck in.
I want to make friends. I don't want to bring a green deck in. Is the most insane thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth. That was crazy.
I want to make friends. I don't want people. Dude, last week I haven't streamed since like last week, so I didn't get to tell you guys like my POV of going to my first like locals tournament at our LGS for One Piece. It was really fun. But I played against 2 people, and both of them were like, yeah, fuck green decks. I don't like green decks. They're not fun to play against, and they're just not fun.
I played against a green deck. It was fine.
The Zoro deck is not bad. The Bonnie deck, on the other hand, I
did not play against that Bonnie deck.
No.
Who came in first? I wonder if he'll be there again tonight.
I don't know. The Bonnie deck guy is the guy I sold my card to for $320.
Yes, the guy who bought a $320 card off of Scarlet. His deck is worth thousands of dollars. It's crazy.
That deck is easily. He had 3 more of the card that I sold him. Those cards go for $400 a pop, and he bought it off of me for $320. So if we're taking $320 per those cards, all 4 of them alone, those cards alone, is over $1,000. Like, that deck, he showed it to us because we were like, oh, can we see like the Bonnie deck you have? And he's like, oh yeah. And we were like flipping through the cards. Every single one of the cards in there, almost every single one of them was like an alt art that cost like upwards of like $50.
It was crazy. His deck was crazy.
The flex was crazy. I was like, damn, bitch, okay. Thanks for the $320. I hope your deck does well. He didn't win that day, but he did win that Tuesday we came in. We did not.
He was that was like a big tournament. That wasn't a casual tournament that he was playing in that day.
If I were to go to like an actual regional, I would bring a really like goated meta deck, right? Like a green deck or some shit. But like, I'm going to have fun today. I'm gonna bring my funny little Reiju deck, and I'm gonna lose. But
you might not lose. You're getting better.
No one's
You're getting better.
Me.
You literally told me on Sunday you were teaching your coworker how to play, and you sandbagged so that he wouldn't get his ass beat completely.
That's because for some reason the RNG on Sunday was like, oh hell yeah, kill that guy,
kill that man,
make him not invite you over ever again for One Piece. It was like, do you want to come over and hang out at my friend's making pho, and also, you can come and bring your One Piece cards, and you can teach us One Piece. Or I was like, oh, you're about to activate an evil inside of me that I don't know if you're ready for. But okay. And I went over.
I told her coworker that she likes One Piece and that we play the TCG. I've been spilling all of Scarlett's secrets to her coworkers because she's too socially constipated to talk to them and tell them
not that I'm
what she likes.
It's just listen. If you want to know something about me, you have to figure out that dialogue tree, my guy. You have to come to me and you gotta pick it's like it's a Dragon Age Origins dialogue tree. You gotta pick the right fucking one. And if you don't, -10 friendship points.
Scarlett literally told me in her first week, she's like, I want people to like me. And I was like, okay, then you have to tell them about yourself. They're not gonna like you if they don't know anything about you. No. And she's like, no, I just want them to like me. And I was like, just okay, that doesn't work. Just like, that's literally like the meme of the cat where it's like, oh, pet me. Not with your hands. No.
Yeah, like me. Don't know anything about me. Like me. I don't know.
Just figure out everything about me without me telling you. All right.
It's also difficult to figure out who I talk to about the things I like, right? Because like there's a wide margin of like age and also demographics. We've got a lot of moms in there, and I don't think a lot of moms have a lot of time to be on the internet wigging out about boys kissing. So I don't know really that.
You've got moms in your chat.
I don't know that, but true, very true. But like they give off the vibe of like they might not know about that kind of thing. So like yesterday, Michelle, the 20-year-old, she was like, hey, do you want to go to a water park on Sunday? And I said, no, thank you. I have Pathfinder that day. And she was like, what's Pathfinder? And I went, oh, okay, most people, you know, they don't know what Pathfinder is. So I go, oh, it's like D&D. She's like, what's that? And I went,
okay, she didn't know what...
Dungeons and Dragons. She was like, and she paused for a second and she went, oh, like the tabletop make-believe thing? And I went, yes!
Yeah! Oh my god! Okay, she also didn't know what halal meant, though, which was kind of crazy to me.
True, she didn't know what halal meant.
She's incredibly sheltered. There's a lot of things she doesn't know.
Yeah.
I feel like she's an anomalous kind of person.
Yes. So she was like, oh, that. And she's like, that's fun? And I was like, to me, I think it's fun. She also asked me what I did last Tuesday on my day off, and I told her I went to a TCG tournament, and I had to tell her all the shit that went along with. She's like, what is a TCG tournament? I was like, oh, like a trading card game. She's like, what is that? And I was like
Pokemon.
You know,
Pokemon would be the best.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, so you went to a Pokemon tournament? I went, no, I went to a One Piece tournament. She's like, what's One Piece? And I was like, it's an anime.
Oh, God.
And she was like, oh, okay. And then we no longer had that conversation. I think I'm too nerdy for her.
She's super nice. She's got insane normie energy. She is when we talk about normies, that's what we mean. That is a normie. Toe to tip.
Yeah. So like this is what I mean when I say people need to talk to me. I don't want to share information because the 2 times I have purposely shared information to her, she has gone, what is that? And then she looks at me like I belong in a locker. Okay?
No, she doesn't.
She looks at me like I've got 2 heads, dude. She looked at me and she was like, and D&D is fun? And I went, to me? She's like, well, haven't you ever been to a water park? And I was like, girl, I grew up in Florida. Of course, the landscape is a water park. I had a water park in my backyard. Of course. I think
she's just really young and like, she's just really young and really sheltered. She's very nice.
She is insanely nice. She is so nice. She invited us to go to a restaurant the other day, and I was like, it's 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to go home.
She invited me, and I straight up said no. And I said, you can ask Scarlett, and if she says yes, I will go. But I'm telling you right now, she's gonna say no.
Yeah. I guarantee you the rest of the week she's gonna try and get me to go to the water park, and I'm gonna go, no, I'm 34 and also it's getting cold out. Why are you going to a water park?
A water park just doesn't. That also just doesn't sound. I'm gonna be real with you, dude. That doesn't sound appealing.
I will say this right now. I've been to 1 water park my entire life, and I didn't like it. I was like, I'd rather just go to a pool. I don't know.
I've been to some water parks that are kind of whatever. They're cool, but it's not like my first choice.
Yeah. It just kind of depends on who I'm talking to it in the kitchen, right? Like some people ask a question and I go, "Oh, I'm an artist." And one of them was like, "Oh my god, there's another person in the kitchen who's also an artist. I'm going to text her. I'm going to let her know that there's an employee here that's just for her." And I was like, "What?"
That's just
Like,
for her.
yeah, because she's like, everyone else in here is like so normal and no one does art and stuff. And I do like arts and crafts and stuff, but like she does digital art and she sculpts and we're trying to get her to go to like conventions and stuff to sell her work. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, okay, but I was like, oh, she was like, what kind of art do you do? And I was like, digital. I do digital. Please don't ask me to see anything. My phone is in the car. It's at home. I left it. My phone is back in Florida. I don't have it. Don't ask me. That's my biggest fear is people asking me to show them my artwork because I'm like, how do you feel about boys kissing?
That's when you show them like some of your comms or something, right?
I guess so, yeah. I could do that. But like
You play it safe and then you edge into the Fujo territory slowly.
Yeah, I'm always like, oh, please don't ask about fucking artwork, dude. I slipped up on Sunday because I was asked what I have a degree in because I was like, oh yeah, I remember we were talking about Overwatch. I was like, oh yeah, Overwatch came out after I graduated from high school, and I got some pretty perplexed looks from people who didn't know how old I was in that room. And they went, what did you go to school for? And I said, oh, I have an art degree. And then I was like, too much. I said too much. They're gonna ask, and they went, "Oh, that's so cool." And then they didn't ask about it, and then we kept talking about Overwatch. I was like, "Oh, thank God."
I said too much.
And I was like, "I don't want to show you what I want to be cool. I want to be." They thought I was cool, by the way. I thanked David for asking me to hang out, and he was like, "No problem. My friends think you're really cool." And I was like, "Oh my God, they thought I'm cool." I'm cool.
They thought she was cool. She did it. Hello, me puppy.
I'm cool.
Sorry, I'm organizing One Piece cards, you guys, while we talk,
fine.
which is why I'm looking down. Because I actually don't have a deck ready for today. Don't have my deck ready.
No, I honestly haven't gone out like and hung out with people I don't live with in so long. Because like after I graduated high school, I took a couple years and then I went to college and I hung out with a couple people in college.
Did you chat what you did before you went and hung out that morning?
I wake up. Okay, so
that was crazy.
Let me preface this with the rest of what I'm saying because it'll make sense when I say what I did.
Yeah.
I haven't like since college, which was about 2015 when I graduated. Okay, so it's been a hot second. I have not actually gone out to hang out with people I don't live with. Okay, I moved out of my parents' house and I moved in with friends, and those were the only people I hung out with unless one of those friends knew someone else and then I would go with them. But I never like went out. If I left the house, it was either to drive someone someplace, drive myself to work, or go out and do like, you know, grocery shopping or some shit like that. Like I never went out to like enjoy myself to do something with another person I didn't live with, right? And then I moved here. And I still really only really hang out with the people who are in the house, which is fine. And now I have a job, and one of the people I work with thinks I'm cool enough to hang out with outside of work. And I was like, okay, you know what? Don't do the thing you usually do, Scarlett, where it's like, oh no, you're a homebody, okay? Go out and they talk to you about One Piece, so clearly they're also a nerd, okay?
Common ground.
So I was like, okay. So I wake up Sunday, I check Discord in my bed, and he has DM'd me, and he's like, hey, you want to hang out today? My neighbors are cooking a lot of food, and it's definitely gonna be enough for you to come over. Do you want to come over and just hang out? And I went, yeah, okay. I should okay. You know what? I'm gonna put on my real people skin, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna look nice, and I'm gonna hang out with a coworker and 3 other people I've never met before. This is gonna be so not anxiety inducing. And it was super anxiety inducing because then I got up out of bed and I was like, I need to tell the people I live with I'm going out. And for some reason I acted very stupid about it. I like knocked on Callie's door and I was like, Callie. She was like, yes. She's like, do you need something? I went,
You were so no, that's not what happened. So she went, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out. And then I hear, tap, 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 tap at my door. Open my door. Scarlett is standing there looking sheepish. And she goes, can I ask you something?
Like
or, well, I need to tell you something, actually. So, of course, my immediate thought is, oh, God, I've done something and I'm in trouble. Like, I did something bad and she's upset and needs to talk to me.
I'm so sorry I put that anxiety on top of you. I'm so sorry. I thought it was weird enough.
I was like,
that
yeah, of course, what's up? I was like, yeah, like, what's up? And she goes, can I, well, not, okay, not, but,
it's like asking
is it cool?
To go out.
Is it cool if I go out and like hang out with David? I was like, and I looked at her for a minute. And I was like, yeah. I was like, girl, you're an adult. You don't need to. Like, you can go. You can go out.
Get ready. Be like, by the way, I'm going out. See you, losers. Like, I wanted to let you know before I started getting ready.
It was the craziest thing. She was like, I was like, are you? And then, like, I had to, like, check in with her. I was like, okay, like, is she asking me this because, like, she's too nervous to, like, go out by herself? Like, she doesn't want to, like, you know, go, like, meet, like, because he's still, like, kind of he's, like, low-key a stranger, right? Like, we're still, like, getting to know these people.
And I'm also meeting 3 actual strangers I've never met before.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I was like, do you want me to, like, go with you? And she's like, no, like, you don't feel good. You're on your period, whatever, because I was. And I was like, that's fine. Like, I don't care. Like, if I'd love to go out if you want me to, like, come with you. And I was like, and then I was like, okay, let me ask this. I was like, do you want me to go with you or would you prefer to go on your own? And she looks at me like a puppy that got kicked and goes, by myself. In, like, the most pathetic voice. I was like, that's fine. You can go by yourself too. I'm not going to be offended, Scarlett. I was like, what is happening right now?
You need to understand, I have not gone out with people I don't live with for like 4 years. Okay?
It was so funny. It was so bizarre.
And before that 4 years, I didn't go out at all. I only saw family members. So, like, it's been a while since I've gone out to just hang out with people by myself without people I live with. And I was like, how do I say this? Because, like, when I'm living with my parents, right,
I genuinely thought I was in trouble. I thought I had done something to upset you and that you needed to, like, talk to me.
Because I didn't know how to fucking say it to, like, a person I live with who's not, like, a parent, right? Because, like, when I asked my parents, like, hey, do you need the car today? Because I want to go out and hang out with some friends and I'll be back at this time. And they go, yeah, no, yeah, or whatever, right? And
yeah,
then,
she was literally like, can I take my car and go out? I was like, yeah, it's your car. What?
2 cars.
I was like, you don't need to tell me if you're good. I was like, and then, like, after when she got home, I had to, like, talk to her because I was like, did I do something to, like, make her uncomfortable or feel like she doesn't have autonomy?
I
felt so bad.
I'm actually just mentally ill. I stood outside. I will tell you this. I stood outside her door for a good 2 minutes being like, how do I say this? How do I go up and be like,
you are fascinating.
I'm going out today,
Scarlett,
with a coworker. Okay?
See ya.
And then
you just go.
Yeah, I know. And then and then I texted her when I got there. Because, okay, full context, I was going to go hang out with 4 boys, one of which I work with, the other 3 total strangers, okay?
Yes.
So, like, I was like, I'm gonna text Callie and let her know I entered the building safely, and that I'm here, and that I'm texting you, and I'm okay. Right?
Yeah.
And then I texted her when I was coming home. I was like, I'm in the car, I'm about to come home. Okay, bye, see you in like 30 minutes or whatever. She was like, okay.
It was so
really
funny,
fun,
dude. She had fun, and that's what matters.
I had fun, and I know a lot of you have told me to go have that. I'm gonna be so real with you. It was delicious. However,
you hated it though.
Yeah, I know this sounds weird. It was cooked delightfully. And all of the things in it were delicious, except there was star anise in it. And I
Our voices are loved. Thank you.
A very awful, terrible reaction to star anise, which is
she hates
heaving. It's something I actually can't control. It's not like garlic or onions where I go, ew, and then I eat it anyway. Star anise is a smell and a taste that actually makes me gag. And I walk into the apartment and I go, oh.
Uh-oh.
That's an interesting smell. But there were other smells along with it that didn't ping it as star anise until I put it in my mouth, and then I held the noodles in my mouth for a little too long, and it probably looked very stupid. And I was like,
Oh no, you should have just told them.
Absolutely not. They invited me over and fed me. And I was like, I can't tell them I hate star anise. I can't say that. I can't say that. So I ate it. They gave me like 2 servings. They gave me a huge fucking bowl.
You
and they gave
ate
me
an
2
entire
servings.
serving, which is
And I
crazy.
ate a half of that bowl, so I ate a whole serving, and then I meant to bring it home too. I feel bad because I was like, can I save this for later and bring it home? They're like, yeah. And I think they put it in a Tupperware, and I fucking forgot. I wanted to bring it home for you to have. I forgot.
That's fine.
They
it
were
had
so
meat in
nice,
it that I
though.
would not have eaten, so
Oh,
it would have been
true.
wasted on me.
Oh no, I think I ate all the meat. The only thing left was like the other serving of noodles and like all the vegetables.
Mm.
And then we went out and got boba, and I got boba
At my favorite boba place.
And then I had a mooncake for the first time too, Chad. That was awesome. Mooncakes are awesome. They're so good. I had a lotus seed.
We have mooncakes at work right now, or we had them at work.
Oh, we should get some.
We might still have them. I'll have to check.
I think the mooncakes that they had on Sunday were the ones they bought at Costco, because his neighbors were at Costco. His neighbors and his brother were at Costco on Saturday. They
Wait, really? In the evening?
They saw him. Yeah, they saw him over the counter.
I probably saw them then.
Yeah, probably. They saw him over the prep table because he's tall, and
I
they
assisted the
yelled back
entire
his name,
night.
and he looked up. He was like, "Oh, hey!" And then I looked up and I saw them. And then when I walked into the apartment on Sunday, I was like, "Hey, you guys were at Costco yesterday." They were getting ingredients.
Yeah, it was probably. I probably saw them then because I was assisting all day on Saturday. That's all I fucking did, unfortunately.
So
Curse of Raw.
They were super nice. I had a mooncake. It had like a egg yolk in the middle. That was awesome.
Salted egg yolk.
I didn't know what to expect out of a fucking mooncake because I've never had them before. But they cut it into like quarters because it's because they're really dense. And then I had one. I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And they're like, "Oh, it's lotus seed." And then the middle, the orange part in the middle is egg yolk. And I was like, "This is fire. This is a flavor profile I've never had in my life, and this is delicious. I'm obsessed."
Yeah, our Costco has a lot of like we have a lot of multicultural people shop at Costco. Our Costco in particular is very busy for that. So
I had a good day though. I went out. I got people skin.
Yippee!
It was good. It was great. And the best part about it is that there were 4 introverts. So I came home and I still had all my spoons. I had maybe like I lost a couple spoons because I was driven to the boba place, and I've talked about this before, but I do not like when people drive me places.
Scarlett has to put up with it with me. I just drive her to work. I make her be a car princess.
It's fine.
She probably hates it.
And I also like I couldn't fit everyone in my car, so they were like, "Oh, I'll drive," and I'm like, "Okay." And I got in, and I was like, "Oh."
I don't think you'd want to put people in your car anyway, though. To be fair, no offense.
Yeah, because they were like, "What kind of car do you have?" I was like, "It's small and it can't fit everyone, and also it's a piece of shit." And I didn't want to tell them. It also smells like something is being created in the back of my car. Something is living back there.
Something bad is happening in the back of my car. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Car left her home, hung out outside, had a good day. Unironically, yes. It pisses me off that people go, if you're having a bad mental health day, just go outside, because they're right.
They are! It's the most annoying part.
I hate how normal I felt for the rest of that Sunday. Like, going out, like, even just driving. Because I don't like driving. Like, I just don't like the act of going places. But, like, I was driving, I was like, yeah, I'm going to hang out with people. And then I hung out, and then I was like, yeah, I hung out with people. And that was fun. They were really nice. And then I was driving back home, and I was like, I had a good day. And then I came back home, and I was like, wow, I still have spoons to fucking, like, do things.
Do shit.
And hang out with, because they're all introverted, and they were all really nice. We played a board game. I taught them One Piece. I was normal about One Piece. I did talk about World of Warcraft, unfortunately. That slipped out, and because they have a friend who plays World of Warcraft. I was like, oh, I play World of Warcraft too. And then they all together in unison said, don't tell him that. If you meet him, don't tell him you play World of Warcraft. And I went, okay.
Why?
I don't know, but I'm gonna trust what they said. I went, okay. They were like, yeah, he's usually playing World of Warcraft. I was like, oh, I play World of Warcraft too. And they're like,
Oh,
don't
he's got a
tell him that.
problem.
Yeah.
That's where my friend
he's
streams. That's where you can find her.
Yeah. So
That's
they were like,
crazy.
if you ever happen to meet him, if we can get him out of the house, don't tell him you even know what World of Warcraft is. And I went, oh.
All right,
Okay.
understood. He probably has a problem. He's got a problem.
Spiritual Argonaut, thank you so much for the follow and I appreciate it. Welcome in. Hello. Are we saving Rona or Zora's titty size for the second outing? I'm gonna try and be as normal about One Piece as humanly possible. I need to know if they are cool with, you know,
Some gay people also don't like Fujos, so you gotta test the waters.
The neighbors are a gay couple. And they're so fucking nice. They're the ones who cooked for us, and I was like, oh, delicious. Hey, Puppy! Thank you for the follow as well, and thank you.
Yeah, follow her. Follow her, you guys. $1,600 a month can get you your streamer full time.
Don't give me money because I can't promise when the next time I'll stream is. Maybe I'll play Dredge tomorrow.
Wow.
I have to buy it. Maybe I'll play Dredge tomorrow.
I was supposed to play Silksong today, and then we, that didn't happen. It's okay.
No.
I don't mind. Not a complaint, by the way.
That's okay.
Now I'm organizing One Piece cards because I need to figure out a deck. I don't have my full Yamato deck. I could probably just borrow cards again.
Yeah. I mean, you still have the 2 cards I gave you, I think.
Probably. I gotta look through and see what green yellows I have. Because I just
I highly recommend getting the full Dredge package and playing it. The Ultimate Edition. Where's my wish list? I put it on there.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Donut County is on sale for like $3.
What is on sale?
Donut County.
What the heck is that?
It's about a game where you're a hole and you put things in the hole.
Whoa, what?
It's very like Goose Game. It's very Goose Game vibes.
Like Untitled Goose Game vibes?
And yes, Untitled Goose Game.
Fascinating. I'm realizing I didn't get a lot of red cards out of all my pulls. I got tons of green cards because I'm splitting everything up right now. I got loads of green cards.
Good morning, Opie. It'll be much more relaxing than most horror games. Dread? Okay. Yeah, like I would love to play because Resident Evil 8 was also on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale, but I know you guys told me that that's very Resident Evil 4 adjacent. So I'd probably like that more because I hate 7. 7 fucking sucks.
Is 7 the like house one?
Yeah, where you go to the house in the middle of the fucking
with all the women and stuff. I don't like that one.
No,
it scares me.
With all the women, no.
Or is Village the one that has the women in it?
Village is the one with the hot women.
Oh, okay. Oh no, the house one's just like that disgusting, nasty family.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of hicks in the middle of nowhere, and they also happen to have like the T virus or something. And I'm just like, this kind of sucks. I don't like it. It's a good horror game. I don't think it's a good Resident Evil game.
I didn't like it. That game scared me. I don't like it. It was just yucky.
It was gross. Yeah, it wasn't scary. It was just really kind of gross. But yeah, it was like you could find the game Resident Evil 7 in any backwater place in Florida. So why would I fucking play this when I could just go out into the Lakaiba Springs and find this shit myself? I could live this. Would Scarlet play Silent Hill F? At some point. I need to be in a different department. I talked about this earlier. I don't think I'm gonna play a lot of like super scary games because like being scared like stresses me out and makes me anxious, and I don't want to play a scary game and get all that and then have to go to work and be anxious like even in a worse way. So like we'll probably play we'll play Dredge. I'll buy Dredge and then we'll play that tomorrow and we'll see where I'm at like mentally, because I would love to also play like Still Wakes the Deep. I know you guys have talked about that, but there's water in that where I know I have to. This is a fishing game. Dredge is a fishing game. Still Wakes the Deep. I am a first person in the water and I don't know if I could handle that before work.
I saw that you mentioned that you got that game and I was like, I was like, that game?
Oh, chat highly recommended it. You guys probably recommended it because it's got fucking water
Because
in
it's water! Of course they recommended it! They want you to have the piss scared out of you.
So mean. You guys are so mean to me. What else did I buy? I bought Still Wakes the... Oh, I also bought No One Lives Under the Lighthouse. I can't remember who... Oh, I did buy Resident Evil. I did buy Village.
Wow. You could buy Resident Evil.
I forgot. No, well, I guess so. I could bark at a big hot lady before work. That would probably
before
fix
she
me.
kills you.
True.
Moments before she crushes you to death.
The
popularity that she rose with was insane to watch.
She's like canonically like 10 feet tall.
She's crazy.
She's beautiful.
Her daughters are really pretty too.
I bought Still Wakes the Deep. I bought No One Lives Under the Lighthouse. I bought Resident Evil Village and Scanner Somber.
Scanner Somber?
That one was also something that was recommended to me, I think. It's very short. Some of these are very short indie games. So I'll buy Dredge and then I'll see where I'm at tomorrow. We'll probably play Dredge. How long is No One Lives Under the Lighthouse? It's a very small game.
Is it?
It's like not even a gig.
Oh.
Killing all your bad customers with my mind, and also people at my own
bad coworkers.
Coworkers also. Oops, it's all bad. Well, thank you.
That pisses me off that your own. I can't believe. Did you? You haven't talked about the whole calling them lazy story.
No, this was before my time.
You should share that,
dude. I was talking to my coworkers about a time before I was in the fucking food court. Actually, unironically, it makes me like every time I hear a story like this, I was like, I have to go. Like, I can't be here. Because if this shit happened to me, I'd be in jail. I'd be in jail. I don't think I have the thing in my brain that is a self-control switch that tells me, hey, walk away from this situation. I don't think I have that in certain situations. And I think every situation someone has talked to me about in the food court would be a situation where I would like...
You need to walk away.
Get fired. This happened like right before I got hired. One of the supervisors of a different department walked into the kitchen and called everyone in there lazy. Like, to their face, berating them, saying that the reason that it's backed up at the food court is because we're all lazy. And one of
which is crazy because they work their asses off.
Yeah, dead ass. Even the lady I don't like, we all fucking bust our asses in that kitchen, dude. So one of my coworkers, who I still haven't met yet because she's been on medical leave since the first week I started working, so I've never met her. She was in the kitchen, and I have a feeling she left because of this. She came over to the supervisor and started screaming at them. And it was about to fucking turn into a physical fight. And then they sent a manager over who was not a good manager to send over because no one likes her. She came into the kitchen and was trying to fucking de-escalate it, but she just ended up escalating it even more because she can be very condescending. And that was a disaster. So, like, I hear shit like that and I go, okay, so like I need to find like the people I can talk to about the problems of the food court, because like I don't want to go up to someone who doesn't have any support for that department and go, oh yeah, well, sounds like a you problem, and then just like make me feel like, you know, shit.
Anybody, just find a manager. Don't even bother with the supervisors. Just find a fucking, because you know, one of those managers was in last night and they told you, they're like, if you go and ask for help and they tell you no again, come to a manager.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. Like, the fact that you didn't get help, I'm kind of not surprised based off the supervisor you talked to. She's kind of like, whatever.
I didn't have a good choice. It was either the one that's
condescending
or the one I talked to.
That's the worst part.
And I didn't know that I could go in and bother a manager about it. But
you can, absolutely.
Now I do. So...
you can bother anybody. You could bother the GM. You could talk to the GM if you needed to.
I just didn't want to walk into the office looking the way I did because I was like 2 words away from just like crying because I couldn't fucking stand it yesterday. Yesterday was so bad. It was just like people up my ass, like literally hovering at the counter. There needs to be like a fucking like radius, like you know, like sometimes when you stand in a line at a store,
they need like,
and they're like
you need one of those like chains,
here.
museum chains.
I need a
like get close to the exhibit.
Disney attraction line to the food court, and when your name is called, then you get to go through the stupid fucking maze and pick up your food.
The stupid maze!
And then leave. I want a hedge mage, so I don't even have to fucking see them. I want a hedge maze in front of the food court, so I don't have to see them, and then I want a megaphone to call it and be like, number 456! Number 456! And then I have to listen to the rustling of them making their way through the maze, which is not linear. A non-linear hedge maze in front of the food court for them to go through and figure out, and it changes every day.
You must solve my riddles 3 to get to your food.
Every day, and then they finally get their food and go, have a nice day. See ya, Buster.
See ya, Buster. God, we have such different experiences at work, because most of my work days are like, they're stressful in a different way, because I'm like running around with my head cut off. And that's like stressful in its own way, right? But like, I get stressed out because I get like really tired. My job is very like, my side of work is very physically exhausting. Scarlett's is just,
it's all of it.
It's a circus.
Emotional, it's mental, it's physical. It's all of them. I thought about maybe doing Gunpla, so at least we could talk while I was like playing with little plastic guys, and I looked down at my arms. I have so many burn marks all over, like from my wrist down to like halfway down my arm because of all of the I don't have time to like, be careful.
Chat saw the state of my hands the other day. That was crazy.
Oh, that too. My fingernails look so bad. I was like, no, I can't show them. This could be ugly.
I showed them. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. If they have a problem, that's their problem, not my problem. And I just showed chat my nasty fucking phalanges, dude.
Oh, it's yucky.
We're yucky, chat. Costco obliterated our hands and our arms. You guys should see my legs. Holy shit, from doing carts. My legs look crazy. Because they're just covered in bruises. I look like somebody's just been like repeatedly beating the crap out of me on my legs. Just my legs. Callie is a visitor? What?
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean crash out? I can't listen to this anymore. I need to listen to different music. I hate this.
I hate this.
Yeah, I just lost this fucking joy.
If you've been curious about what I've been doing, since I haven't been streaming, I have been playing Dragon Age Origins.
And Mega Bonk.
And Mega Bonk. Funny number go up.
Mega Bonk.
Funny little number go up! I love games where numbers go
serotonin.
Up. Huh?
As long as it gives you serotonin, who cares, right?
Yeah. If I'm in the mood, when I come home, usually I'll play Dragon Age until I start getting EP, and then I'll put on Mega Bonk, and then I won't go to sleep until 4:30.
It's not until you get EP. Right now, it's until you go, I can't fucking stand this area anymore, and then you stop playing.
Chat, Dragon Age Origins lovers, come here. Get close. Get close to your computer screen. Get close.
Uh-huh.
The Deep Roads is a scam, and that area fucking sucks. I'm stuck in the Deep Roads. I'm stuck in there. I hate it. There's nothing interesting going on. Zevran keeps making fucking sex jokes, and I'm like, not right now, Pookie! This place sucks. We can't have sex in here because we're in a cave full of splendor.
He's making sex jokes at you?
Yeah, I mean, he's a little pervert, but...
He is?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, yes. Severin's a little pervert, dude. He's cute as hell. He's my little
I didn't
pookie.
know that. You.
Yeah, it's funny if you romance that. All right, you've got. I accidentally put myself on a Dragon Age tangent, so fucking buckle up, chat. I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, because Callie's never played it before, and she's been watching me play it. And every time I play it, I'd say a little bit more things. Zevran, if you romance Zevran, some of your party members will later, when it gets to a point where you've continued to, because you can romance someone, like you can have sex with someone and then just break it off and not like be romantically interested in them. But if you stay romantically interested in Zevran, some of your party members will talk to you about that and they go, so like, what do you see in him?
Whoa! Whoa!
What's like the thing that's what is going on? Is it a sex thing? Do you like him? Like, what's going on? He's kind of weird, and I'm like, yeah, he tried to kill us once, and that was kind of cool. That was cute.
That was also, girly pop of him.
He likes leather. He said bad poetry to me once, and then was like, "Is that doing it for you?" And I said, "Hell yeah, brother, get in my tent." I love Zevran. He's so pooky, and I love that the companions will be like, "Are you okay? Are you like going through it? What's going on? Why are you romancing him? Why do you like him? Why is he here? Why is he still here?" And he'll make
still here?
He'll make sex jokes at absolutely anybody in your party. Absolutely every single one of them, including the rock golem.
Really? What the fuck?
Yep, that's what I had to fucking listen to. It was actually driving me crazy. I didn't want to be in the deep roads, and then Zevran kept talking to Shale specifically and was like, so like, don't you ever want to be like a human person so you can partake in the pleasures of the flesh? And I was like, Zevran, I can't with you right now, actually. And we're about to fight a whole gaggle of spiders, and you're like, hey, Shale, don't you ever want to fuck? Like, I need you to shut up. I need you to
What
say
is his
else.
problem?
He's a little pervert, dude. He's masking. That's what he does. He's a little pervert to I mean, he is also a pervert, but he's also masking because he's got trauma. I love Zevran. That's my comfort game, except when I'm in the deep roads. There's a mod that lets you skip the entire fade sequence, and if you do that, you have no whimsy in your heart. Okay? You have no whimsy. That's the best part of the game, is doing little puzzles as a rat, as an abomination, as a stone golem, as a man on fire. Okay, that's whimsical. If you skip that, but you're like, oh man, I can't wait for 10 hours of the deep roads. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you have no whimsy. You have no whimsy in your heart.
10 hours. Jesus.
Dude, it takes fucking forever to get through it. And I'm on easy. Like, I'm on, like, baby mode because I just want to play it to, like, see
You're
my
playing
cookie.
the flavor.
I'm so honest. I just want to fucking romance Zevran again. And it's still a slog. It still takes me, like, 6 hours to fucking get through it. It's stupid. It's bad. Zevran kidding. He's so cute. I like him a lot. He's my little pervert. But he masks. That's how he masks. Like, Alistair will try to ask him a serious question, and he'll just say some, like, bozo-ass shit, and then Alistair, because he's a himbo, will just be like, what? Really? And then, like, Zevran can just fucking string him along for, like, a good 5 minutes, and then he goes, oh, you're...
Poor Alistair!
You're joking, aren't you? And Zevran's like, yep. Zevran's locked like so Asterion could run. You're so right! You're so right! Holy shit! I'm telling you right now, sorry, not Alistair, Asterion. Asterion girlies, if you've never played Dragon Age Origins, do yourself a favor and play Dragon Age Origins and find the funny little elf called Zevran. He made it so Asterion could be popular, okay? Because let me tell you something, Zevran's not popular. People hate Zevran. I looked at the fucking little chart when Dragon Age Origins came out. They had BioWare used to have a website that actually was good for something. And they had everyone's fucking like choices and stuff, like in pie charts and graphs and shit like that. And it was really cool. And I was like,
I love that stuff.
Me too. I loved when Larian did that for Baldur's Gate. I thought it
Me
was fascinating. I was
too.
like, oh, that's so fun. I love seeing what other people chose. And I got excited because I was like, oh man, how many people romanced Zevran? How many of us are out there? How many cultured beings? None.
None.
Like 10%. He was the lowest on the chart. There was Alistair and Morgan who were pretty even, and then there was Leliana who was just a little bit below that, and Zevran was like at the fucking bottom. It was so bad. I was like, wait, what happened? And then I looked at a different part of those charts, and it said, how many of you guys killed Zevran? And that pie chart was very big. And I went,
oh my god.
You guys
are there other
killed...
companions that you can kill by accident?
By accident?
Yeah, because you can kind of like accidentally kill Zevran, right? And not even realize that he can be a companion.
Yes. By accident? No. On purpose? Yes.
Okay.
I think. Actually, no, I think he's the only companion you can kill. Because Alistair, the worst thing you can do to Alistair is make him a homeless drunk.
Poor Alistair.
Wynn is old, so she actually canonically dies after the DLC. I wish I could kill Ogren. He's not exactly my favorite fucking guy. Wait, no, you can kill Alistair on purpose. He's the only other companion you can kill on purpose. I will not elaborate on that.
That's okay, you don't have to elaborate on it.
But yes. In fact,
that's crazy
so
that's all.
BioWare is so keen for Alistair to die, they try to get him to die in every single video game that he's ever in.
I saw Alistair and I didn't like him at first, and then Scarlett was like, no, you don't understand.
No, he's
that's
the
your
Garrus.
Friend.
He is Garrus.
Yeah, she said that and I was like, what?
Yeah, I know he's a white
like, he's
a white boy. Okay. I know he's a white boy, but I promise you, that's Garrus.
Scarlett, hear me out,
God.
Princessa.
Yes. No, I will go up to bat for Alistair, because like I know that some people look at him and go, that's just a man standing emoji white boy. Yes. Yes. However, he is baby. He has a legitimate crash out like an hour into the video game. Like an hour after knowing him, something bad happens and he just doesn't handle it well and is like, you're in charge. And I'm like, I'm a day old. And he's like, yeah, you're in charge.
I'm a day old.
Okay. Okay, buddy. And then he like slowly recovers. I love Alistair. I will also go up to bat for Zevran, but that's just like, that's a totally different thing. It's just people are like, yeah, but he tried to kill you. He tried to kill you.
And?
Yeah, okay, and if it was a beautiful woman, you would have absolutely said yes. You just don't like him because he flirts with... Unfortunately, Zevran is, You know how people were complaining about how Gale, like, flirted with you a lot no matter what?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Zevran.
Do people just not like that?
Yeah, people just don't like when a man
Why?
flirts with you without consent. I don't know, man.
But Astarion and Gale and other people flirt with you in other games.
Astarion does not flirt with you without a lot of hard work.
I was just say, he'll pretend to be nice to you, though.
Yeah, he'll call you darling, but it's derogatory.
Yeah, but like, he's very cheeky, which I think could constitute as flirting. I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand how people flirt.
No. Well, no, I don't know. Because I was surprised that people were upset about Gale. Because I was like, I just think he's nice. And I wasn't even actively trying to romance him. I was just like, I just think he's just very open and not like this guy fucked a god. If I fucked a god, yeah, you bet your ass would be flirting with everyone who moves. Are you stupid? I got a god to bed me once.
Not any god, the god of magic specifically.
Thank you. I'm like, dude, he's got every right to fucking flirt with you. You should be honest.
I also don't understand flirting. It's okay, thanks.
So, Gale, I was just like, I'm surprised people are upset about Gale. I understand why people get upset about Zevran though, because like Zevran just like actually literally right off the bat, he's bleeding out on the floor and he looks up at you. He's like, "Wow, you're so handsome," and I'm like, "Okay."
What?
Yeah, he like
All
right
right,
off
buddy.
the bat,
All right, buddy.
immediately. If you don't kill him, he starts flirting with you, and I think people don't like that. And I'm like, all right, whatever.
That's
He's an
funny
onion.
though.
That's my little onion.
That's my little onion.
He's my little onion. He's the only onion I like. He's got layers. He got so many layers. I will always fucking go up to bat for Zevran, dude. And I will never forgive BioWare for whitewashing the shit out of him in Dragon Age 2. I showed Callie what he looks like in Dragon Age 2, and she fucking guffawed.
I was like, what happened?
Well,
they bleached him.
They actually put him through a fucking washing machine with bleach in it. He looks so terrible in Dragon Age 2. You hated Gale?
Funny.
I started to dislike Gale after I started learning about him. I was like, oh, you're not very pleasant.
He's very selfish.
He is. Gale
He's
is so
actually problematically selfish.
Yes. I was like, it's weird that people are complaining about how flirtatious he is because there's many other things I could say that are
He's got way more problematic traits.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
He's kind of not a good person. He's like, unironically, he's just kind of not a good person, actually.
Yeah. Gale is toxic, but I gotta make a toxic person to fucking romance him because I do like his flavor of toxic. I was just surprised because he's so charming and nice when you meet him, and then you start meeting, like, knowing him, and I went,
oh,
the red flags are. You hit those red flags very well, sir. Good on you. Alistair's sitting here waving his pretend red flag, like, ooh, I'm a vampire. Gale's the actual red flag.
Not ironically, actually a red flag, yes.
Yeah. You're a real Lysel enjoyer? Hell yeah, I love Lysel.
I love Lae'zel. She's so interesting. People rag on her so much, and she's actually a genuinely interesting character.
Yeah.
Streaming care time. Okay.
I think people don't like complex characters.
They just don't like the way she looks. People are like, oh, she's ugly. I'm like, oh my god, shut up.
Seeing the fucking
You're ugly,
mods
idiot.
that are like, oh,
to
give them
make
a
her look human.
Nose. I'm like,
ah! Makes me so mad, dude.
That's so cowardly. She's not even that monstrous. She just has like a weird upturned nose and she's green. You know, like frogs? Fuck you. Frogs are the backbone of
frog haters.
You're a frog hater. If you don't like Lysel, you hate frogs and you hate nature and I hate you.
You hate frogs, you hate nature, and I hate you.
If you don't like frogs, we can't be friends.
It's true.
I love frogs.
You're just saying that you hate Kohi, and that's crazy.
Yeah, how can you hate Kohi?
That's evil of you, actually.
That's actually illegal. I'm reporting you to the police.
Reporting you to the police. The rude police.
The rude police. I don't go here, but I like Lysel's design. I just wish she wasn't awful. No, she's the awfulness.
She's not. She's not
so
awful. She's such a she's a really complicated character. She's got layers like an onion, dude.
Yeah,
she's actually so cool. Lae'zel is so cool when you get to know her. She's incredible.
Actually, baby. She's
one of the best characters. I love Lae'zel.
I know she's really awful to start. I know if you see like the first 10
she's
minutes
got
of
insane trauma.
Like,
she's got insane trauma.
It's the characters and be like, fuck you, I hate you, get out of my face. I'm like, okay, you know what, that's fair. She is extremely standoffish. However, I highly recommend getting to know her because she's actually quite cool. She goes through character development.
She does go through insane character development.
Unless, of course, you are on purpose making her hate you, in which case you are perpetuating it.
You're perpetuating it?
Sometimes I do that on purpose. If I wasn't such an idiot, I would play Dragon Age Origins and be mean to everybody, but every time
can't
I
help
play the
it.
game, I go, ooh, I get to the character creator. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna make something that's not a Dalish elf, and then I go, oops, I made the Dalish elf. Okay, that's okay. I'll romance someone not Zevran, and then I meet him, and he trips over himself, and he stabs himself, and he's bleeding, and I go, I can't not look at him. That's just a baby. That's like a baby. That's a Pookie. This little guy.
That's a
How much?
Pookie.
If I don't romance him, who will? No one.
No.
The other 5 people who like Zevran. I played Baldur's Gate 3, but I got spoiled. The whole thing spoiled. Really? No way.
You got the entire game spoiled? How
That's
does that
so
even happen?
man. Curse of Raw upon the person who spoiled the whole thing for you. Unless
so
of course,
sorry.
like you spoiled it for yourself on purpose. In which case, I rescind the Curse of Raw.
I rescind the Curse of Raw.
I rescind it. I put it on the motherfucker who came into Costco smelling like a goddamn skunk's asshole yesterday.
Oh my god!
Double Curse of Raw upon them.
I bet those vests that we have to wear in the parking lot smell like skunk today.
Ugh.
I put money on it.
My family was talking about it during my visit one time, and I was like, oh, okay, this just happening. No! No!
Why would you ruin? People still haven't ruined it for me, thank goodness. I'd be pretty pissed
I have it blacklisted
off.
because I can't really stand part of the fandom, so I just have the whole thing blacklisted, so I can't get it spoiled. Yeah. Sometimes I get into these moods where I just like, if I'm in a fandom and people piss me off enough, I go, you know what, all of you get blacklisted. I don't want to see you for a couple weeks.
Sometimes I get into these moods constantly. The mood was always.
Yeah. If it's still blacklisted, I'm still in the mood. The Curse of Ra was a fungus inside the tomb area. Oh.
Wow.
Well, I hope they get that fungus between their toes.
Well, I think it's a fungus that probably kills people.
Yes. I said what I
said. Did I stutter, Scarlet Princessa?
Yes, Asterion enjoys. There's a couple really normal ones. Like Hithrin is a very normal, or at least like, I hate to say normal because I also like freak affectionate, right? Like the way I'm a freak about Zoro. There are people who are freaks about Zoro in a way that makes me actually hate saying I like Zoro. And the same thing with Sanji. When I go, oh, I like Sanji like a normal amount. First of all, I mean that. Second, there's people who will like actually fucking, I think they'd start like a war over Sanji the way like
what the heck?
The Trojans did. The Trojan War. I feel like. And sometimes I just have to blacklist Sanji for a couple weeks because I'm like, I can't with you guys right now.
I just realized something. I just organized my Dawn cards. I got 2 of each Dawn, except for like the ones that had hollows. I got 2 of every Dawn.
Nice.
Except for Carrot. Except for Carrot and Foxy. Everyone else I got 2.
Yeah, I have 3 Foxy cards. Curse of Ra upon me.
I have 3 Revolutionary Army ones, Sabo.
Sabo. You did get like every fucking Sabo card under the sun on the PRB, to be fair.
I did! That was crazy. Oops, all Sabo. Alright. Yeah, everything else I got like 2 of. What the fuck? Fascinating. Except for the only ones I didn't get 2 of were Luffy, Boa, Carrot, Kobe, Foxy, and Sanji. Which is pretty good considering how many. There's a ton of Dawn cards.
I know.
I got a hollow Boa, a hollow Pudding, a hollow Luffy, a hollow Smoker, and a hollow Sugar. I don't think I got any other ones. I didn't get a hollow Yamato, unfortunately, which is what I wanted.
I know, me neither, rip.
I was so sad.
Okay. I'm sure we'll be able to find it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Puppy. Hi. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. I met a cat this weekend and her name was Milkshake.
Oh my god, Milkshake was so cute.
She went sicko mode on my hair. I finally found another cat. I think it's just orange cats who are not Ronald.
Orange cats who are not Ronald.
But every orange cat I've ever met has gone sicko mode on my hair. They like the textured curls of it. And she sat on my lap, and I looked down at her, and my hair fell in her face, and she was like, ah! And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like absolutely nuts.
Yeah, she was
cute.
like, well, hell yeah. Apparently, if you lay down on the floor, she will come up to you and start like biting your hair, no matter what
She's
kind
so
it is.
cute.
And I'm like, oh. She's grooming. She
Greyboy does that
people.
to me
I'm like,
sometimes,
oh.
and it's really annoying. And I have to shoo him off, and then he just keeps coming back and doing it anyway, because he sucks.
Which one's the Yamato one? The one with the Oni mask.
Yeah. It's sick. Oh my god, I need to look at some Yamato decks right now. Hold on. Yamato OP12 meta.
Let me look if we have a holo. Hell yeah. Are you guys good on your decks, by the way, John? You and Chris? Or do you just need, like, the elusive Hody Jones that they didn't reprint in the PRB?
Great boy.
The serotonin I felt opening up those boxes before work on Friday was actually so nice. Because it was
oh my god, having one box to open after work was so awesome, dude. That was... Oh my god, that gave me life.
Having someone threaten me over the phone over a fucking pizza, I was like, I spent $400 on cardboard today. You cannot touch me.
Oh shit, I opened something I didn't mean to do. Also, I'm probably gonna wrap up stream in a minute here, chat, because I need to work on some One Piece decks, and I'm just not gonna be able to chat while I do that, I think. I need to like look through my cards and figure out something, and I wanna get... I bought a salad from work last night, and I'm gonna have some of that for lunch.
Your salad?
Oh no, Lord Aethelston just went online. Why is that bad?
Because now Megan has to listen to 2 people speak.
Oh, but he doesn't have to lison to me speak?
Well, you're going.
Let's fucking see how it is.
You're going! Yeah, you literally just said you're going!
I am. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna raid into you, and you guys will have to listen to Scarlet speak at you more.
Listen to me speak at you.
And you'll probably hear me go into her room and look through her cards. I'm just gonna come in unprompted and show up.
Oh, my green cards are not organized, but my yellows are.
That's fine. Do you have Otama? Did you get Otama in your PRV? Because I need 4 of them.
What color?
I have 2. She's yellow. She's a 2-cost yellow.
Let me see. No hollows? That's okay. Thank you for looking. Question for the floor. What's an evil mom character that stands out to you, and do you think we should have more? Maleficent. Yes, we absolutely should.
Maleficent? Hell yeah. I need,
Otama? I have 1 Otama card. I have just the 1.
You have 1? Okay, that's fine. I'll probably take it off your hands. Alright, chat, hold on.
It's in front of my PlayStation.
You guys are going to Scarlett's channels while she chats more, because I gotta work on some shit for my deck to get ready for locals tonight. Otherwise, I'm not going to have a deck to play tonight. So, you guys are going into Scarlet. Thank you for hanging out. I'm sorry we didn't play Silk Song, but this was better in my opinion. This was nice.
We needed to get this off of our chest.
Yeah, and now you guys know where we work, so it's the gloves are off.
Yeah.
The gloves are off, gamers. So go hang out with Scarlett. You'll hear me around because I got to make my deck and I'll probably be looking through her bulk. So you'll hear me coming in and out most likely, if that's cool with you, Scarlett. I'm going to rifle through her greens and yellows because that's what Yamato is. I love you guys. Have a good day. We'll be back tomorrow, most likely, unless I have some stuff going on. I'm still dealing with some fatigue issues, so I'm very tired right now. Something is going on with my Adderall. I don't know. It's just not working right. It's not working the way it should be. But go be nice to Scarlett. Go hang out with her. She's probably gonna yap at you guys somewhere before she goes. Goodbye. Have a good day. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.
Bye, Cal.
Goodbye.